Hello, everybody, and welcome to Claude and the Bansters. Hope you're well on this bit dreary Thursday afternoon and early morning for you, Stan. What time is it there, mate?
It's just gone 9:30, and it's raining here as well, mate. We've got the same. Sounds like we synced up on the weather.
There we go. There we go. How you been, Stan? You all right? Thanks for joining us today.
I can't complain, gents. Another day over here in Vancouver. Glad to be with yourself, Claude and Terry, and everybody back in the chat box. So thanks for having me back.
No, glad to have you. How are you, Claude? How you been, mate?
Struggling along, mate. Struggling along. Looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I think we all are. Let's just welcome everyone in the chat. We've got the Iceman, Dennis Burkamp. How you doing, mate? Jack, MUFC, Ryan, the Intellectual Investor, GP, Liverpool, YN, WA, Archie, Lone Star, Carl, Yaz, Midnight Rider, Raz, Edward, Taihe, One Arsene Wenger, ASC, Charlie, Joseph, Quibbly, Omar. Hope you're all well, Robert. Thank you very much for coming over and joining us again. We really appreciate it. It's Bournemouth versus Tottenham. So let's quickly get the team news up. And here it is, boys, for anyone that hasn't seen it. Oh, the team news is here. Here we go. Right, for Bournemouth, we've got Ramsdale, Smith, Aki, Kelly, Segura, Brooks, Goslin, Lerma, Stasilas, Kin, and Wilson. And for Tottenham, we've got Loriez, Oria, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Davis, Sissoko, Winks, Lo Celso, Lama, as I call him, Kane, and Bergwijn. What do you think of them two teams, Stan?
Well, I mean, obviously on paper, the Spuds have got the strongest team, haven't they? But they've got that unknown quantity of the manager, which can, no matter how good the team is, that manager has got a knack of finding a way to make unrest. So you never know, right? You never know. This could be a day where perhaps Bournemouth can nick it.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully, I mean, it's a bit of a dire situation for Bournemouth at the moment, but this could bring them, bring West Ham and Watford right back into contention for this relegation battle if Bournemouth can somehow get a great win against Tottenham today. How do you think it's going to go, Claude?
I can't see any other result. I hate to say it. My heart wants Bournemouth to win, but my head says that Spurs will be much too strong. It's Bournemouth's last real hope, I think, of getting... saving themselves. They need a win today, but I just feel Tottenham. Did you say Son's not playing?
Yeah, Son's not playing. Son is obviously on the bench, so I don't know if that's repercussions from the last win him and Loriez.
I think they're thinking about Sunday more than anything. I think they're thinking about Sunday, and I think they've got a good enough team. On paper, they still have a good enough team to beat Bournemouth. But they've got Sunday in mind, I think, and that's why they've rested him, I think.
Big up to Connor, who says he's wearing his merch as we speak. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate you buying stuff from our merchandise. Cracking. Send us some photos. Send us some photos, Connor, on my Twitter, and we can put it up on our website, mate.
I wish I was wearing some bloody merch, but my parcel's not arrived yet.
Not just yet, mate. Not just yet. It's on its way. Yeah, thanks for that, Connor. If anyone would like to, obviously, go and buy any of our merchandise, caps, hats, cups, even the one with even the jumpers and polo tops with Claude on, then obviously the cartoon character, then go and over to our website www.claudeandthebansters.com and you'll be able to buy our merchandise there. Thank you very much for Connor. Really appreciate it, mate. What else we got? We've got Adam. He says European top flight to lose over 3 billion. European top flight clubs will lose 3.6. up to the summer of 2021 because of the impact of the coronavirus. It is also projected the wage to revenue ratio for 2021 will be 70%, significantly above it was estimated to be before football shut down in March. The projected figure all rises to 76. If the clubs in Europe, top 5 leagues, England, Spain, Italy, Germany, and France are removed, the figures have emerged from it. Oh, wow. Well, that will be something to watch out for, wouldn't it, Adam? All of that. So we've got Furses in the chat. He says, I use Spurs on FIFA 20. I know it's just a game, but M. Debelli is OP. Laugh out loud. I don't know, mate. Julius, he says, hi, lads. How you doing? How you doing, Julius? Hope you're well, mate. Let's remove that so we can get Stan in. Right. Everyone in the chat, let's quickly put your predictions in before it starts. Let us know how you think the game's going to go in the scoreline. Stan, you start us off.
I'm with Claude. I know what my heart wants, but my head's saying something else. So I'm going to have to go with my head, and I'm probably going to say 2-1 to the Spuds, unfortunately.
Okay, 2-1 to the Spuds. Claude?
Hold on, I've got to do a quick change. I've just realised I put my jumper the wrong way round.
I wondered why you was in a white suit there, Claude. Let's get some score predictions in. Sam's going 2-2. Connor's going 3-1 Spurs. Lone Star's going 4-1 Bournemouth. Lone Star, bloody hell, mate. I do like to be optimistic, but I mean, that would be an unbelievable result. And I tell you what, if you had that at the betting office, bloody hell, you'd get some money back on that, I'll tell you. Ryan's going 1-1. AFC Charlie's going 4-0 Spurs. Premier League going 2-0 Spurs. Matt's going 3-0 Spurs. The Iceman's going 2-0 Spurs. Julius is going 2-1 Bournemouth. Guna Stavalas says 3-1 Spurs. What else we got here? We've got Eamon Kelly. How you doing, mate? He said 2-0 Spurs. Steve said, Claude, you're a legend. Block City says 4-0 Bournemouth. God, I love some of these results, but I don't think that's going to happen today, lads, unfortunately. Bournemouth 2-1. Adam saying Surind Mutti. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. He's saying 2-2. Edward 1-0. Geordie 1-0. Carl, how you doing, mate? He said predictions 4-1 to Spurs. Steve says 1-0 Spurs. Smite says 2-1 Bournemouth. Midnight Rider says 3-1 to Spuds. Gio saying 3-0. Claude, give us your prediction.
I think it'll be 2-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs. Okay. Archie saying 3-1 Bournemouth. And Arthur's going 2-0 Spurs. George is saying 1-0, and one Arsene Wenger's going 1-0 Bournemouth. If only you was this optimistic when you was Arsenal manager, Arsene, it would have been a lot better, mate. For me, listen, I'm the same with you boys. My obviously my heart is saying one thing and the head is saying another. Do you know what I mean? I think Tottenham. One way, this is going to go one of two ways. Either Tottenham's going to come out and absolutely smash them, and it'd be something like a 3-4-0 win, or, like I said just at the beginning of the show, Bournemouth, if they can get a win here, do you know what I mean? That puts them right back in contention to trying to get out of this relegation zone. So really, let's be honest, they've got to be putting all their eggs in this basket and going for this game. So they can make it really hard for Tottenham. If they can make it hard, I can see them.
They've got to try and expose Aurier on the flank. They've got to expose him a bit more.
Yeah.
I think that could be done. That's their hope, really. Bergwijn, Kane, and Lamella. Lamella's playing as well.
Yeah.
Right, we'll see.
I'm going to go over.
He can. Lamella.
Lama. I'm going to go either 4-0 Tottenham or a 2-1 good performance by Bournemouth. So let's see. You know, don't know how it's going to play out. Let's see how it plays out. Before it starts, let's get to it. Let's get to it, boys. The Arsenal-Leicester game, 1-1. What was your feelings on that, Stan?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you saw the match reaction video that I did for it. I mean, I was really when I watched it, the first half, I thought I thought if we got to half time, I thought the first half was probably some of the prettiest football I've seen us play under Mikel Arteta.
Yep.
It was brilliant. Because
Yep.
I said this a couple of weeks ago, because we'd had 3 clean sheets, but it was a bit scruffy, some of our play. I said, look, if we can keep these tidy performances, the pretty football's going to come back. And that first half, for me, I thought it was pretty football. But the way that we just let it go at the end, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I felt let down by Eddie. I did. If I was a teammate on that team, I would have felt that, all of the hard work that we'd done had been undone by one mistake. Because I believe if we had kept maybe everybody on the field of play, we would have got something out of that game. Because I didn't think that we were struggling against Leicester.
No. Before you carry on, Stan, before you carry on, because I don't know, I want to try and sync up all the games together. So, whereabouts are you at the moment?
They're standing around the centre circle with their hands on their hips.
Right, so I'm just a little bit.
They're doing the knee thing on here.
Right, they're doing the knee thing. So
they've not started the knee yet. They're not on their knee.
Claude, as soon as they kick it off, press pause. Yeah.
I can't. How do I put? Oh, I can't put it on my TV. I can't on my TV, can I? Sorry. They kicked off on mine.
It literally kicked off. What do you know? Are they kneeling yet, Stan?
Yeah, they've just taken the knee.
So you must be. You're going to have to, unfortunately, be about 15 seconds behind us because
again,
Paul can't bloody pause his TV. So
you can't on this one. I can't do it on this one.
AFC Charlie says, Terry, please say Alderweireld. Is that his name? Alderweireld. How do you say it, Stan?
Alderweireld.
Alderweireld.
I have to say, I know you get your words mixed up, Tel, but I have to say, even that one's a bit tough for me.
So then it's even tougher for me, isn't it? What can I say? But there you go. But carry on with what you were saying. Just to let everyone know, obviously, we just kicked off. Tottenham have got the ball. But what was you saying about the Arsenal game?
The Leicester game, yeah. So I kind of came away from that really feeling that it was 2 points that were dropped. Because before the game, we went into the game, I was like, if we can get a draw, at least get a draw, that'd be good. And I know that we got a draw, but when you look at the game, I thought that we were good for a win. So I was hugely disappointed. And I'm not having a dig at Eddie. He's a young kid and he's got to learn. But, if this was going back to, say, like the days of the Tony Adams and the Martin Keowns, I'm sure that when they all got back into the dressing room, they would have grabbed hold of Eddie and instilled in him that he'd cost 2 points and that, those kind of mistakes aren't accepted moving forward. So I kind of feel like that.
Yeah. Claude, what did you think, mate?
Well, as I said, we didn't take our chances in the first half. Probably the best 45 minutes of football we played all season. But at the end of the day, you don't take your chances, you're going to pay for it. And I think we paid for it in the end, I'm afraid. And what can I say? I think I'm the only one out of all of us that believe that I thought all the big decisions the referee got and the officials got right.
No, I mean,
mate, I think I'm the only one in the Arsenal fan base, or one of the only few that think the actual decisions were all correct. But there we go. It's all a matter of opinion, I suppose.
Yeah, even when we done a live watch along with me, Diesel, and Lee Chappie, I mean, we said it was we said it was accidental with Vardy on the Mustafi.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. Every time I'm watching it now, it's changing my mind a little bit more. I must admit. The thing is, right? If you watch it and keep watching it, and you watch the way that Mustafi falls down, his legs stay in the same position when he's standing to when he falls. Now with Vardy, he's not twisting that much. And if you watch the video, you do see that he puts his head up. Oh, Tottenham just had a cross come in and Bournemouth, it goes out for a corner. You can actually see that he has a look for where Mustafi is. You can see he clearly does that.
Yeah.
Like I put my hands up. I put my hands up. I didn't see that on the night. I didn't see that on the replays.
I still watch it, and I'm looking at it, and what you've got to understand is what we see and what actually Vardy actually sees at the time. It's all things happen so quickly.
Yeah,
it's all right. We look at it in slow motion, but when something happens, you as you'd say, you go down and your leg goes in that one direction. It just happens. It's not. I think it's an accident. I'm not being funny.
It's
just
going to
something here.
Harry Kane. Yeah, he's calling for a penalty here, but I don't know why. There's just a little bit of a come together in the box, but we've just seen a replay.
No, I think it's accidental, really, isn't it?
No, they just run into each other. He's not even looking at him, King. He's looking at Vertonghen.
Oh, it's gone to VAR.
It's VAR. He's already going down, Kane.
I've just seen it now, yeah. He was already going down, wasn't he?
I think he was tripped by Vertonghen.
Have a look.
No, he's not giving it.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he got pushed. He did get pushed in the back.
He's not giving it anyway.
He did get pushed in the back.
I think it's accidental, really, isn't it? Because he's just running in. Really.
And with the Eddie and Teknier one, I mean, listen, the thing that pees me off the most, right, is that it was a sending off without a shadow of doubt. It was a sending off, right? But it's not a deliberate foul. He didn't mean to do that. Do you know what I mean?
What you've got to ask yourself: is it a red card in today's game? That's all you've got to ask.
No, but I know what you're saying, eh, Claude? But what I'm saying is that in the game before that, who did we play? We played
Wolves.
We played I think it was a game before that actually. When we beat
Norwich.
I think it was a Norwich game, and I can't remember who it was. He was running through from the halfway line, right? And a player come back, was running after him, literally got hold of his shirt and held his shirt and tried to drag him down for 20 yards.
Yeah.
For 20 yards, right? That's a deliberate, for me, that's a deliberate foul. Like a deliberate handball.
Different game, different decisions, Brett. Yeah, different game, different. We can't, what I'm trying to say is one decision in one game doesn't make the other decision any different.
No.
It's different.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that I don't think it's a deliberate foul where you deserve to be sent off for it. I think that I'm not just saying that for Eddie. I'm saying that they should change the rule altogether.
Well, that's the law at the moment. That's the law.
Then you're going to have
in the 70s that wouldn't even got a yellow card. But
well, yeah,
we're not in the 70s.
Yeah,
going by the laws of the game, it's a red card.
Yeah. I think what it is why we're all pissed off about it more than anything is because the way that Arsenal are playing now. Do you know what I mean? We could have got them points. Normally we're thinking, what a shit performance. Do you know what I mean? We knew we was going to lose anyway. Look at the team he's picked, blah blah blah. But now we're getting that feeling back where we've gone out. We've played really well in that first half, like you said, Stan. I thought we was absolutely outstanding, to be honest. I thought the interesting football. And the one touch, the 1-2s and everything, and the passes from Tobias, the team playing as a unit. I thought it was brilliant, Stan.
I mean, going back to that Vardy thing, I mean, I've looked at it a few times, right? And I'm telling you now, right, this is a wrestling reference here. Shawn Michaels would have been really proud of that kick, mate, because that was sweet chin music all of the way, man, because he has a look. He tries to make sure that he catches him. He probably didn't want to catch him in the head, but he wanted to catch him, if that makes any sense. Do you know what I mean? Just a little leg flick to catch him. He probably didn't mean to boot him in the head, but I mean, it's dangerous play. It is dangerous play. And like you say, I mean, Eddie didn't mean his one. I agree to that. It wasn't malicious, but you don't give red cards or yellow cards out on whether you think he meant it or not. It's just a play, right? And I think if you're a referee and you see those stud marks on Mustafi's face, then you got to punish the other guy.
Mm. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm getting at? There has to be a form of punishment.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, when you look at the West Ham Burnley game, the day after, there was a tackle in that one, exactly the same as Eddie and Tekia, and
that's
didn't even go to VAR.
That's the referee making a bad decision. But you can't, I mean, at the end of
No,
the
the
day.
VAR should be picking it up, Claude, not the referee. The VAR should be picking it up.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. There's inconsistency. I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Yeah.
There's inconsistency on VAR. Yeah, I agree with you. But
Yeah.
I didn't want this VAR in the first place.
I'd like to ask you guys a question, and I'd like to ask everybody in the chat box as well, because I see a lot on social media. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. And here's the question. Do you honestly believe that there is an active agenda where, you know, referees have conspired to make it even more difficult for Arsenal?
It comes in. Oh, he's still got it. It's just inside the box. He turns. Shoot. Oh. Winks. Gets it. Sorry, Stan. Go on, mate.
I was just saying. I just wondered because I see the accusation a lot.
Oh, hold on. Back in on its left-hand side. Cross it. Oh,
corner.
Put back and put it in out for a corner. Sorry, Stan. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah. I just want to know if you believe the accusation, because a lot of people seem to buy into it. That they believe that the referees are actively going out of their way to make life difficult for Arsenal. And the one thing that I will say is there was a game. There was a game. What was the game? I can't remember who it was, but there was one game where it was like we gave away a penalty and it went to VAR, yeah, and it was to chalk off and it was to chalk off one of our goals, and it seemed like they looked at the decision for fucking ages. It was like 8 minutes. They were fucking moving the fucking pitch around. They were looking at it from above. They were drawing all the lines out to try. It was a Lacazette goal that they really tried to chalk off. But earlier on in the game, there was another decision that was for us. Do you know what I mean? And they didn't even look at it for 2 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that I believe in conspiracy. I'm asking you guys, yeah? I'm asking you guys in the chat box. A lot of people say, do you believe that the referees are actively going against Arsenal? I'm not saying I believe it.
Cool. Just before you answer that, I've got to big up Billy. Billy, become a new member of our YouTube family. Thank you very much, Billy. We really appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. If anyone else would like to become a YouTube in family, and
don't forget that in the next week. Starting next week, we'll be doing member streams now. Had to get that all. We've got that all organised, and we might even be doing quizzes as well. I'm thinking of doing quizzes with our members as well. So look out for that, and we probably will give a prize to the winner. So look out for that in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, members. That's for the members. To look out for that in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, just outside the box, comes in, but Lawrence has got it. Claude, answer Stan's about the theories on the referees. What do you think about that, mate?
I think this conspiracy theory is a joke. To be honest with you, do I think we were undone years ago at Old Trafford? Yes. By Riley, it was just incompetent referee. Mike Riley at that time, yes, I thought we would. I mean, we were talking about the 50th game, but we were gone 50 games unbeaten. Yes, I agree. On that day, I thought we would. But in general, I don't believe in this at all. I just feel it's people just look at certain incidents. They don't look at other games properly. They look at Arsenal, things going against Arsenal, and they just say, "Well, this got the way with this." And that guy, they don't even think we've had a lot of decisions go our way, which probably could have gone the other way as well. So it's all rubbish to me. I'm sorry, I can't have it. I can't have it.
Lone Star Londoner says, "Tell Reed the lad, not Arteta's fault we didn't take our chances first half. Not Arteta's fault Eddie sent off. Tobias on fire. Forget the rest decisions. We can't rely on an official for a result."
Yeah, I agree with that. I've always said that I'm always more concerned about the things that we can affect. Yeah, you know what I mean? The referee decisions and all of the VAR, no matter how much we don't like it and get annoyed about it, we can't affect it. The only way we can affect it, I suppose, is Mikel Arteta saying more things in his press conference about that he's noticing. You know, you can have two things happen in the game that are kind of equal, but one will get punished and one won't. And, you know, he's making a point of saying things like that. So if he can keep on doing that, so that officials know that he's keeping an eye on things, then yeah. But, you know, I'm more concerned about the things that we can actually affect within the game.
Yeah. No, I agree. Now we've got Diesel in the house. He says, big up to my three brothers on the panel and a massive big up to you lovely lot in the chat. Big up, Diesel. Hope you will. No problem, Lone Star. No problem, mate. Look. For me, right, this is what I'm going to say about the Bournemouth on the attack here. I can just let it go and it's gone to Laura's. Right, this is what I make. This is what I make of the game on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday night? Tuesday night. Tuesday night. All right, Bournemouth remaining fixtures. Bournemouth. They've got Leicester, Manchester City, Southampton, and Everton. That's quite a tough run in for old.
Tough away games there. Very tough away games.
For me,
they got to.
Tuesday night, right? I thought the team that he picked was more or less spot on, really, apart from a couple. I still wouldn't play a back five, but you know we've been winning, the last 4 games under that. So why not keep it like that? I still wouldn't have David Luiz in. Me personally, that's just my preferences. I wouldn't have had him in, but I thought first half was absolutely brilliant. Right, that was absolutely brilliant, and that is exactly what I see and what I think and what I say when I'm talking about Arteta as being our manager. If we can play like we did in that first half under Arteta, I think 90 to 95% of Arsenal fans would be happy. Right now, now, hold up a minute here. Now, we know, everyone knows as Arsenal fans that we have got a weak squad. We've got a weak squad. We've got a weak team at the moment. Arteta has took on Arsene Wenger and Emery's players still. And what he's done with some of these players, let's be honest, is unbelievable. Mustafi, for instance, he's got better stats at the moment than Van Dijk. Don't ask me how, but he has. He's letting less goals than Van Dijk at the moment. Don't ask me how, but he has.
He's a prime Maldini at the moment.
Let's be honest.
Come on, you can't compare these sort of things when Liverpool are on the beach, mate. Virtually.
No, I know that. I'm just giving you an example. I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example. You know, I'm not Mustafi's biggest fan. You know, I'm not Xhaka's biggest fan. I'm not any of their fans, right? But them two, let's be honest, at the moment under Arteta, they've vastly improved, right? They have, right? They're vastly improved. That's fact, right? But the reason that we are not keeping up this tempo, right, in the first half is because for 2 years under Emery, our fitness levels were shot to pieces, right? We are shot to pieces. We used to defend more than what we used to attack, right? So our attacking players didn't have the fitness of what Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Leicester's are, right? That's fact, the way I see it. So what he's trying to do is he's getting them to go out and play for the first 45 minutes like we did against Leicester. And that's how I think we're going to play from now on. And he's trying to do that for 90 minutes. And he even said in his interview after, that the players in the squad can't do this for 95 minutes at the moment. They can't do it. He said it. I know that. I hope most of the Arsenal fans know that because we've got a weak squad.
See, here's the thing, right? He may be able to players like Socrates, Luis, Mustafi, and Xhaka.
And Ketia,
What's that? Sorry?
And Ketia, he's failed in his appeal, isn't he?
I don't know, is he? I haven't seen that in a minute.
Yeah, he's failed his appeal, and he has to serve this. The 3 games he served will be Spurs, Liverpool, and Man City FA Cup semi-final.
Just before I bring you back in, Stan, we've just got a free kick just outside the area for Bournemouth. And
comes in.
Comes in.
Oh, no.
Defended. Is it going out for a corner? It's gone out for a throw. Go on, Stan. What was you going to say, mate?
I was just saying, players like Mustafi, Luis, Socrates, and Xhaka, they may be improving under Mikel Arteta, and you can see in their games like Mustafi, for example, and Xhaka. But I don't think that they may have been improved, but I don't think they've been fixed. Because as long as any of those players are in the team when I'm watching them, if we get to 1-0 in the game, I don't relax. I don't relax like, when you used to watch it under Adams, Keown, Bold. At 1-0, you knew that we would either score another one or we would just lock them out.
Yeah.
1-0 to the Arsenal. Whereas today, I'm still panicking that it's all gonna crumble at any moment. And for me, they may have improved some of those players, the ones that I've mentioned, but I still want them gone because I've still got a memory, and all of those players are only one brain fart away from making a mistake, and those mistakes usually cost us points. So I just can't relax while they're still around the team, those players that I've known, no matter how much they've improved, because I've seen it happen too many times.
Stan, I totally agree with you. Just because they're improved doesn't mean for me that they submit their places in the squad, because I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? If I had the opportunity, obviously most of them would go. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather get other players in that he wants. Do you know what I mean? But he can only, that's what I'm saying. He can only play and do what he's got at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And what he's doing at the moment, that's what I'm trying to say. That first half for me is exactly what I see and how Arteta wants us to play. With the high intensity, fantastic football, basically like what Man City do. But we can't do that at the moment because half of our squad are just not good enough.
I'm actually seeing Mustafi make standing tackles under Arteta, because before that, if he went to make a tackle, it didn't matter what part of the pitch, what the situation was, he'd have to go sliding in every time. Yeah. Every time. He can't tackle standing up. He can only slide in. And I've noticed now that he's actually tackling and keeping on his 2 feet while he's actually going in for the tackle. So that's an improvement.
Yeah. What about you, Claude? How did you think that first half was then for Arteta and Arsenal?
Well, I thought the first half they played, as I said the first half is probably the best they've played all season so far. And I'm including before the lockdown as well. So,
yeah. It's coming. Harry Kane's just cleared it off the line.
Kane has just cleared, yeah. So, anyway, but there is a doubt. I've watched it. If they're not, Stan's pointed that out as well, about the fitness level. If you watch them, they tire. 60 minutes, after 60 minutes, they seem to tire. And Leicester were getting on top there.
Yep.
And
I totally agree with you, Claude. Totally agree with you.
Second half, it's corners comes in, another corner. If those 2 other goals wouldn't have gone in, it'd have been been over. But you can't with 1 goal lead. I don't know.
But let me ask you a question, right? I mean, because obviously we kept saying before these sort of 3 or 4 games, we kept saying that Arteta's getting it wrong. He's not getting the team plan, blah, blah, blah.
We got the subs wrong the other night.
Oh, that cross comes back in. It's a bad ball, but Tottenham ain't cleared it properly. Bournemouth still just outside of it. Go on, shoot. Oh, no, he took too long.
Too long.
They got it back, though. No.
They're playing back very well, Bournemouth, at the moment.
Yeah, they are. They're giving as good as they got. Cross comes in. All Bournemouth at the minute for those last 5 minutes, Claude.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful. Spurs on the counter-attack. They're going to be very dangerous. How can I put it? I just feel that the substitutions were poor the other night as well. I think he made poor substitutions.
See, I am with you, and I'm 50-50 on this, right, with the substitution, because like I said, at the moment, he knows that his squad, I think he knows in his head, and he knows his squad is not good enough to play 90 minutes at the minute. The simple and easy is that. Because even though that we've won, let's be honest, even though we've won the last sort of 4 games before Leicester, the first half has been great, but the second half we seem to sit back. We seem to sit back.
Drink breaks.
Oh, sorry. Drink breaks, yeah. That's right, mate. But, you know, even the 4 games that we won before, we seem to sit back in the second half. I don't know if you agree with that, you two, but we seem to sit back in the second half and sort of take a bit of the pressure on and then try and display counter-attack football. Because he knows, this is the way I feel and see it anyway, is because that these players are not good enough for 95 minutes of intensity, high-intensity football. And that's what he wants to play. He knows he hasn't got the players to do that at the moment. So he's thinking, right, let's get that for the 45 minutes and then let's sit back for a little bit in the second half and try and hit them on the counter-attack. But you can see the adjustment. You can see the improvement. Definitely, I think.
See, I don't agree with this. You know, it's not these now. We're getting like into the timeout situation here now again. Why are we doing this every? There's no need for this every 20 minutes to do this.
No, I agree.
The game's like it's going in 4 quarters, and also that shouldn't be allowed. Managers telling their player, giving them instructions. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's a drinks break. Get the drinks and get on.
Claude, I totally agree with you. I can't understand why they don't have.
I hope this is not going to be dragged into the next season. All this carry on.
No, it can't be. It can't.
Sorry, we're ruining the game, mate. It's ruining the game, mate, because it stops the flow of the game.
Yeah,
it stops the flow of the game. This is getting more like America every day now.
Yeah. Claude, why can't they have the drinks bottles lined up along the touchline, and then they can just go and get a drink when the ball comes out anyway?
It's not as if it's bloody pointing hot either. I don't understand this.
I really hope that when, you know, football gets more back to normal, i.e. crowds and so forth, that the one thing that doesn't stay is these water
breaks.
Lucky. Sorry, Stan. Go on, mate.
I don't want these water breaks to become part of the game on a regular basis. Do you know what I mean? That this is something that stays part of the game. I don't like that at all.
I'm
happy to have the more substitutions. I quite enjoy that. I quite like that. But these water breaks, and as Claude said, I mean, it's not even boiling out there. But I suppose it's all for show, right? They've got to be seen to be doing all of the stuff because of the pandemic. They've got to be seen. But that's what it is, right? It's more to be seen to be doing these things, right? Taking precautions.
Look, I'm sorry. I've said it again. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. You've got marathon runners that run for 26 miles non-stop. You know what I mean? They run non-stop and they grab a bottle of water out of your hands while they're running along still. Do you know what I mean? So what they're going to do under marathon from now on, they're going to say, right, you can stop every sort of 10 miles or something. Do you know what I mean? To have a drinks break. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous, Stan.
That's a great point. I never thought of that. That's brilliant.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's the truth. You know what I mean?
It is the truth, yeah.
You know, let's be honest.
I'm feeling this was put as an agreement because for the players to go back to play. Maybe that's what it was, but it's ridiculous, though. It's
I mean, I think it's quite amazing.
Too much, mate.
I think it's a bit of a saving grace that Mesut Ozil's not actually playing, but because you can imagine him stopping for water breaks. I mean, in order to have a water break, you've got to be dehydrated first, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but don't forget when he bends over and picks a drink up, he might hurt his back, mightn't he? You know, you don't know that, do you?
He's fit to play on Sunday. He's in the squad.
He's in the squad, is he? Well, we'll see about that.
Well, let's go back to that, Claude. Do you reckon he's going to be in the squad on Sunday? What do you reckon?
I've been told he could be in the squad Sunday.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll have to see about that. But I'll tell you what else will make you laugh, or made me laugh anyway. I don't know about everyone else, is that apparently Barcelona are in for Guendouzi. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Oh my God! I see that one.
Actually, Real Madrid was circling, and that made me laugh as
40 million. 40 million. Will you take it, Tel?
40 million. I'll take 20 million. I'll say, 20 million. Go on, you can have him.
Spurs are on the attack here. Another corner here.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Barcelona, Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? He was playing, let's be honest, he was playing third division football in France, wherever it was last year or 2 years ago. He's come in the Arsenal squad. Let's be honest, what has he done, really? He's had a few good games, that's it. And now you're telling me Barcelona and Real Madrid want him. Come on.
I read a very interesting thread, and it was about Guendouzi, his 2 managers that he had at his previous clubs, right? You got to remember, right? He's 21 years old, and this is Arsenal are now the 3rd club in his career that have shown him the door.
Well,
the 3rd club, right? He started at PSG.
Yeah.
He started at PSG. They moved him on. And then when he got to the club he came to us, I was reading that, and the manager said that the thing is with Guendouzi is that he likes to talk a lot. He said there was a cup game that they were playing, and at half time, the referee came over to the manager and said, "Listen, you better have a word with Guendouzi because he's mouthing off, and if he keeps it up, I'm going to take him off."
Moment, Harry Kane, not on his game, not playing very well.
They went out for the second half, and he kept on mouthing off, right? And the ref was kind of like gesturing to the manager. So the manager decided, I better take him off because he's been booked, and if he gets another booking, then we're going to be down to 10. So he takes him off, and he just walked straight past the manager. He put his hand out, wouldn't shake the manager's hand, and he said, Sorry, Stan. Go on.
That's all right, mate. Carry on, mate. Sorry, mate.
He said that I didn't feature him in my team too much after that. It goes, then I left, and another manager came in to take over the team. It goes, and it was the same thing. He talks too much. You know, he just talks too much and doesn't listen. So there seems to be, it just seems to be a part of his nature. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that Ainsley Maitland-Niles is back in the team, it shows me that Mikel Arteta doesn't hold grudges, that as long as you work hard and you give him what he wants, there'll always be a way back for you. So also, which is quite interesting,
flare up here.
I was reading yesterday that Guendouzi, it wasn't Ainsley Maitland-Niles that he had a fight with when they were in Dubai. Guess who he had the fight with?
Who?
And this surprised me because I thought surely he would have got his head stoved in. He had a fight with Socrates. I mean, that just reminds me of, in the Avengers where the Hulk gets Loki and does that thing with Loki, just smacks him around.
Southampton had a penalty, and it looks like this Lone Star saying they've missed it. They've missed the penalty.
Are they playing Southampton?
Yeah, Southampton, Everton, Southampton. It is.
What was it? 0-0 there.
Yeah, 0-0. Leeds have just scored. It's 4-0 now. Leeds in the Championship, 4-0 against Stoke. About 70th minute in that one. We've got a Bournemouth free kick just outside. I mean, about 30 yards out. Is this Claude?
Yeah, it's about 35. Yeah, about 30 yards.
Yeah,
35 yards out.
It's still 0-0 here at Bournemouth.
Going to swing this ball in. It comes in into the box. Back in. Oh.
I tell you what, Claude, half hour gone here, and I think Bournemouth have been the better side, mate.
Yeah, but I get you. I get what you mean, but they've got their bench is on the Tottenham bench. You've got Lucas Moura and Son on the bench, so they've got the options to change things. But at the moment, they're not really troubling Bournemouth, apart from that moment where they were appealing for the penalty, but that wasn't.
Southampton have scored. Danny Ings. Danny Ings is still charging for that golden boot. He scored.
That is at Everton, isn't it? The game's at Everton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at Everton, yeah.
It's a surprise scoreline. I know Southampton beat Man City, but Everton at home, I thought,
We've got Alex Wilden in the house. How you doing, Alex? Hope you're well, mate, and sending all our best wishes out to your wife, mate. Hope everything's fine.
Yeah, good. I hope you're well, Alex, and give my love to your missus as well, mate. I hope she's okay. And yeah,
Maestro saying, "User Ron, he has so much talent. Why did he get in the French squad if he ain't good?" Listen, I think he's talking about Guendouzi. For me, he's been here nearly.
I don't think the talent is not. You can't doubt the talent, but it's just the attitude.
I don't think it's, for me personally, it's not the attitude. I mean, I've obviously all Bournemouth are just in it. Oh,
I tell you what's going to happen to Guendouzi. He's going to end up like Balotelli. That's what's going to happen. The talent's there, right? But he just gets moved on so much. I mean, how can it be that he's 21 and now this is the third club that's asked him to leave, that's showing him the door? He's going to end up like Balotelli. He'll end up at a Bolton. You know what I'm doing? I'm very well, thank you, Alex. Chase for asking. Very well.
You know what it is for me is that I've watched him obviously a few properly now. I've watched him. He is so weak off the ball. He's so weak. He can't win an header. Right? He can't win an header. He doesn't go up for headers. He's very, very weak off the ball, and he is very, very slow. He's got no pace whatsoever. A player runs past him, and that's it. Bye bye. He's never going to get back, Guendouzi. And for me, I don't want a midfielder that can't get back.
Yeah, I read an article the other week, Terry, and the stat that jumped out at me was that they said that Matteo Guendouzi is the most dribbled past player in the Premier League. That
just proves what I just said, doesn't it? Surely.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
It's a foul, isn't it?
He's given a foul now. I think he was trying to play the advantage, but he's given a foul.
Well, I don't understand why a lot of people are upset that we're going to sell him, because we were told that this is how we were going to do things moving forward, right? We found this young guy. He didn't cost us very much money, and it looks like that we're going to be able to move him on for maybe 40 million. That's a self-sustaining model. And they said that we were going to outsmart the market. That's outsmarting the market. Maybe we can put in a first refusal clause so that, you know, should he start showing the talent, then we have an opportunity.
0-0. Sorry, the guy's asking what the score is. Sorry, Stan.
Got a corner just coming in here for Bournemouth. Ball comes in. Corners. I tell you what, corners have been very poor since free. We've had a good couple of free kicks. Obviously, one scored just by City, Silva. But most free kicks and corners, I'll tell you, have been very poor since the comeback. Yazza says, tell Claude and Stan who you want to win this match. I think it might be a full-gone
Have a guess.
That we want the man in the yellow to win.
Well, put it this way. We don't want to go another place down tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gio's found the new icon in the YouTube chat. It's Saka's image. Well done, Gio, for finding it. I forgot to tell everyone about that, but well done, mate, for finding it. If anyone would like to become part of our YouTube family and help us grow our channel, we would very much appreciate it. Just put the chat. Go into the chat, click on the link in the chat, and you can sign up. Listen, we're calling it our new diet regime. Okay, Stan, we're calling it our new diet regime.
So, diet? I'm not going on the diet. I'll disappear, mate.
Instead of people going to the gym, what you can do is start slowly, right? Start slowly. Instead of going to the gym, give up an Happy Meal a month. For an Happy Meal a month, you can get our bronze membership, right? And if you give up a Big Mac meal a month, then you can be part of our gold membership. So that's the first start of getting back to fitness, don't you think, Stan?
Well, I've given up a Happy Meal. I've already given up my Happy Meal. So
Tottenham are in the bottom.
I have to say, right, I don't give up Happy Meals lightly, you know. So very well, Carl. Thank you for asking, mate. Very well. Can I answer a question here? CG's asking me, Stan, how much of a Spider-Man fan are you, buddy? Well, obviously you see my emoji is the Spider Stan logo, but I basically just grew up reading comics as a kid, right? I lived it was just me and my mum. My mum used to work a lot, and I was in the house quite a lot on my own. And I used to just spend a lot of my time, you know, keeping myself to myself and reading a lot of comics, and losing myself in the fantasy of comics. And I still, you know, I like watching the films.
Sorry, Stan, go on, mate.
No, that's it. I'm just saying I like watching the Marvel films and the DC films, and you know, I enjoy the escapism. That's why I like wrestling as well. It's escapism.
Sofian, we'll have less of that talk, young man. We'll have less of that talk. By the way, Spurs will batter Arsenal on Saturday. That's like swearing to us on here.
They might be
I'm
better
only
if
joking, mate.
they won't be Arsenal. Good play Sunday.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cole says Aurier is shocking. I think he's shocking, mate. And a lot of Arsenal fans wanted him at Arsenal, to be honest. Diesel said, Stan,
Yeah.
attitude is one thing, but the fans slate him for the apparent lack of ability. Got in at PSG and Arsenal, and being converted by Barcelona and Atletico by apparently he's dreadful. He is, mate. Diesel. Unfortunately for me, he's. I don't know what people see in him. I mean, let's be honest, right? You've got Guendouzi, Saka, Tierney. Out of them three, which one are you going for,
Martinelli.
Martinelli. Out of them four, which one are you going for?
Well, yeah, for me, I've watched a lot of Guendouzi, and I just think that running around and covering a lot of grass and areas of the pitch in 90 minutes doesn't make you a well beater. It just means you've got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And when he does get the ball, rather than just kind of look for a good pass sometimes, he always tries to dribble away with the ball like Ronaldinho every time, and invariably he'll lose the ball, turn it over, and puts us on the back foot. It happens a lot. I'm not saying that he hasn't had some good games, or I would say that not good games, it's more halves. He has his games in halves under Emery when he was playing all the time. He'd have a really good half and a really shit half, and I never used to take him off for the shit halves.
Yeah.
But,
No, I agree with that, to be honest. I do agree with that. What was I going to say? Nicholas Gast, I think that says. Gast. He says, I'm an Ajax fan. I've not seen you in the chat before, Nicholas. Thank you very much for coming over, and I hope you stay with us for the long term, mate. Kishan said, Arsenal will beat Spurs because Dyer is not playing. Spurs back four is shocking. Uber will destroy Aurier's career. I hope so, mate. I really hope so. Lone Star said, Diesel attitude is attitude. Bruv, no like Bender. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. We said hello, guys. Maestro Gaming says, Till, you must be on something if you think Guendouzi ain't that good. When he got into the French squad, that's extremely hard to do. Only top players get in.
Yeah, but he's only in the reserves. He didn't play for the French team. I mean, it's no different to Sven-Goran Eriksson taking a 16-year-old Theo Walcott to the World Cup.
Yeah.
He didn't play. He didn't get any benefit out of it. If anything, there's an argument to say that probably harmed him more than it helped him by going.
Yeah. Smite said, what's the score? It's still 0-0 here. Smite, Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0. To be honest, I think Bournemouth have had a great half. Great half. It's been all Bournemouth. Saying that, Harry Kane's on the ball now. Lamela. No, look, that's why he's a llama. Look, he just give it away. Look at him. He's just like a llama running around on the pitch. That's all he does.
Can I answer this question from Carl? He's asking me what my favourite wrestling promotion is, and I'd have to say both the WWF and WCW during the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era, both of those promotions were really good. I don't actually watch much of it these days. I only watch the pay-per-views, the weekly shit. I don't watch anymore because it's not as good.
Yeah. I'll just remember the question I wanted to ask earlier. So let me ask you this question. Obviously, a lot of people were saying before we got these 4 wins and all that, Arteta's not the man. We don't think he's going to be the man, blah, blah. Now, he's picked Lacazette. Right? He's picked Lacazette. This £50 million player, this striker that we keep going on about, he should be playing, why ain't he playing? And yet, I keep seeing him have fantastic chances. And all he does is he goes straight to the keeper. He doesn't seem to be able to put a ball in the corners of the box. Now, we keep saying that, we ain't going to win if we don't take our chances. Lacazette, do we keep him or do we sell him?
It's almost like Lacazette's invented
what he does bring to the team is his hold-up play. I think that's more he brings to the team more than anything. But he's
a striker that scores, Claude. I want
one for the other night, which was a brilliant save, by the way.
Oh no,
I have a theory about Lacazette. It's almost like Lacazette's invented this new position for himself called a false 8. He's playing in it as a false 8. It's I don't understand it. It's either Mikel Arteta has told him you are Bobby Firmino, or he just woke up one morning and decided that he was Bobby Firmino. Because if you look at the way that we're playing, the two on the outside of him, Saka and Aubameyang, they're the ones that are getting in the box. One crosses, the other one's getting in there on the end of it. Lacazette seems to be further back. And for a number 9, as I say, I don't understand why he's playing so deep. But when he does get his chances, I mean, we've done a brilliant move in that first half where it pinged around the box and it got to Lacazette and it went to the keeper. But you'd have to say, it could have been a good save by the keeper, right? That was unlucky. That was an unlucky one for me. Yeah, but
I think his confidence is shot at the moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Look, for me, I mean, that one was a great shot and a great save. Bournemouth have just got the ball here. He shoots. Oh, Lloris he's put it out for a corner. But for me, that great build-up play, it was fantastic play, and then that diving header. I mean, really, he just put it, didn't he? He just put it into the keeper's hand like it was a touchback by a defender.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just don't know. You know what I mean? What's that, Claude? I can't hear you, mate.
Singing the Lacazette's gone. Oh! In the song, it says scoring goals. Is that what he does best? Yeah.
None of us have got crystal balls, right? But if you just look at the numbers, we may as well have kept Oliver Giroud as part of our squad.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Oh, don't start that.
Yeah, but look at what we paid for Giroud. Look at what we paid for Lacazette, and Giroud puts up better numbers. That's the thing, isn't it?
With Carlson's equalised for Everton. 43 minutes gone. Everton won. Southampton won. Rick Carlson has just scored for Everton.
Oh, excellent. Well, yeah, for me, like I just think it's about time that we moved him on now. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we keep saying we need to take our chances. Well, it's not we need to take our chances. It's Lacazette needs to take his chances.
We have a cursed number 9 shirt, I reckon. I think we just retire number 9 shirt or burn it. Let our strikers wear a different number. It just doesn't work out with a number 9 on their back, does it? No. Franny Jeffers, the fox in the box. Who was our last decent number 9? Number 9. Was it Alan Smith?
No, it was a number 9. Never wore the number 9, did he? Giroud what do you call it? Giroud didn't wear the number 9. He wore the 12.
What did he wear? He never wore number 9, no. What did he wear?
No, he wore 12, didn't he?
12, yeah. 12.
We just don't really have any luck with our number 9 shirt, do we? Who was the last decent number 9? Can you remember? Who do you remember? Last decent number 9.
And what number was Anelka? Was he 9?
Alan Smith.
Yeah, I think it's Alan Smith as well, Claude. I think it is. Anelka wore number 9, but he didn't hang around, did he?
Half time, going off here, half time. Spurs 1, Spurs 0, Bournemouth 0. Bournemouth 0, Spurs 0.
What are you saying, Claude, there? What would you say? 1-0 Spurs. It's not 1-0 Spurs. Ian Wright. Right, Georgie, 1 foot.
Ian Wright wore the number 8.
Number 8, yeah.
Yeah.
He wore the number 9 when he first came to the club for about 2 weeks or something like that, and then he went to number 8.
Bruv, no, like Bender said.
He always wore number 8.
Van Persie never wore 9 either, did he? He wore 11.
No, 11. And then he wore the 10, didn't he?
Ishmael saying Anelka, like I said. I thought it was him. Jose Mourinho. Jose Reyes, the Williams is saying.
I can't remember if he wore 9. That's a good one. I can't remember whether Reyes wore 9. I remember Paul Merson having 9. Do you remember when Bergkamp came to the club, he took Merson's number 10. That was part of the deal. He wanted number 10. And Merson wore 9 for a while, but he wasn't playing as a striker.
My dad said.
Yeah.
I like that.
Van Persie always wore 11, and then Van Persie went to number 10 eventually, but he started at 11.
That's right. Yeah, he went to 10. You're right. That's right. He did. He did. Yeah, 10.
My dad said, I thought Lacazette wore his shirt on back to front, so it looks like he's attacking. Bruv, no like Bender said, who do you think will finish 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th between Arsenal, Wolves, Tottenham, and Sheffield United? Stan.
Well, I hope it'd be Arsenal, but I'm not so sure now.
I think we've got enough about us to finish higher than Tottenham, and I think we might have enough about us to finish higher than Sheffield.
Yep.
Because I think Sheffield are finding it difficult now. Sheffield are finding it difficult to hang in there. Wolves, I'm not so sure about, but like Sheffield, Wolves and Sheffield United have got very small squads, haven't they? They don't have a lot of depth. So if they start to hit any problems, they haven't really got anyone to come in. They've got to stick with what they've got.
Win on Sunday, and I think we get that 6th spot. Win on Sunday. We've got to win Sunday.
Freddie. Sorry, Claude. Freddie. Listen, you only have to put it in once, and then I will call it out. If you keep putting it in, then you just get blocked because, people in the chat don't like that, mate. He said, Claude, would you throttle Ty one day?
I was tempted today I was at the Emirates today, and I was tempted to throttle him. I tell you, he was coming out.
I've got a question for everyone. I've got a question for everyone. Claude, Terry, everybody in the chat box as well. Now that the number 7 jersey is available because Mkhitaryan is no longer with us, who would you give the number 7 shirt to next season?
For me, I'd give it to Saka.
Number 7. If he's still here, I'd give it to Ceballos.
He's number 8 though.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's now. Who would I give 7 to? No, not Ceballos. What I'm talking about? I'll give it to.
Well, Pepe plays the position for 7. He plays the position for 7, Pepe. But I think he likes.
Give it to Saka. Sorry, not I meant Saka. Yeah, Saka.
Well, it's easy.
Charlie, Party's 80% sure. Apparently, I was told today. 80%.
Well, it's easy if we give it to Saka because all we've got to do is just rip one of the 7s off of his jersey and he'll have the 7 in there already, wouldn't he? I'd give Saka to 7. I'd give Saka the 7, and then I'd give the 10 to maybe a Martinelli.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's ready for the 10 though.
Well, there's no. I don't think there's any difference really. Is there a difference? I mean, unless you're superstitious yourself for numbers. I think nowadays numbers don't. I mean, years ago it used to mean something because there was just 1 to 12, wasn't there? Really?
Yeah.
Or 14. No, it's 1 to 14, wasn't it? You had
I still like the numbers to work in the positions, though. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, William Gallas when he had the number 10 at Art, I hated it. A defender wearing a number 10 is just all wrong to me. It just doesn't work. It's just horrible. Messes with my head. It's not right. It's like an outfield player wearing a number 1.
Yeah. Stan, Carl said, Stan, was Adebayor your number 9?
I don't think he was. I remember him. I think he had his number. He was like 20 something, wasn't he? 27? 23?
Yeah. I'm sure he was in the 20s, wasn't he? I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
My memory's bad. My memory is really bad on that. Remembering players' numbers. Number 9 has been always. I think Eduardo was 9.
Yeah,
he did. But again, the curse got him, Claude. He hurt himself. The curse kicked in again.
Eduardo was 9.
Julio Baptista wore it for a while when he was with us as well. Remember Julio Baptista? He had the 9 for a little while.
Yeah, someone else had the 9 recently. Before, not that long ago.
Podolski?
Podolski, I think Podolski had the 9, yeah. He did, didn't he? But we never played him as a 9.
I know, he was another player I thought was fantastic. I loved him at Germany. I loved
Connor's wearing the merch. Connor's wearing the merch.
Yeah. He's wearing the merch. Connor, send us a picture on Twitter to Imaguna, and we'll get it up, mate.
All right, gentlemen, as it's half time, if you don't mind, I'd like to go and I have some plants that need to be watered quite liberally. So I'm going to go and take care of that, and I'll be right back, gentlemen.
No problem, mate. Speak to you in a minute. So it's 0-0 here. Tottenham, Bournemouth against Tottenham. Sum up the first half, Claude.
Quite an even game. I think Bournemouth's slightly the better team. But Tottenham are looking at more on the counter attack more than anything. But Bournemouth not much in it at the moment. And nothing really outstanding yet. But
No.
You can say the fitness level.
Oh, you there, Claude?
What happened there?
I don't know. I think he left his.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go on. Say it again.
Sorry, my cat was attacking the Christmas tree. He brought the whole thing down. We leave our Christmas tree up.
Wow.
Right. That's a bit early, isn't it?
We never took it down, Claude. We had this thing about, when I lived in Amsterdam.
Well, that's bad luck, you know that, didn't you?
Before I moved over here from Amsterdam, we had a Christmas tree up for about 6.5 years non-stop, all year round. Never took it down, and we just think it just makes the room feel happy. So I like it. It makes us feel good.
Why not, mate? Why not? You know what I mean? Gio said, Terry, what do you think of Celtic wanting 80 million for Eduardo from Celtic? Is that Celtic or
too much?
Yeah,
way too much.
Yeah,
I said what?
Way too much for that. You're looking at about maybe 35 million or 40 million for Edward, I would say. Yeah. You think before Edward, their record signing, selling a player is 25 million, and that's Kieran Tierney.
Are you sure he's got the point in the right place? 80 million. He's got the point in the right place, has he?
That's from Gwen.
The point should come before the other.
That's for Guendouzi. Stephen, we've got some good news here, Claude. Stephen, how you doing, mate? He said, hi, guys. I'm now home from hospital. I've been in for 2 days. Still need weekly Albion infusions until I get the surgery I need. Don't know when that will be. Come on, Bournemouth. Well, we're sending all our thoughts and that out to you, Stephen, and hope the operation comes around quick and everything goes well, mate. What we got here? Oh, I'll tell you what. Just quickly, while it's half time, we will be having a preview tomorrow night for the Arsenal Tottenham game, and we've got Anthony Costa from Blue. And what does he sing, Claude?
One love, one love.
We've got Anthony Costa from Blue coming on, and we've got Danny Bear, Mr. Danny Bear, not Mrs. Danny Bear, Mr. Danny Bear. And I just want to say a big shout out to him, a big happy birthday for yesterday, mate. Hope you enjoyed it. I know you got a bit of an hangover today, but big up for the reaching the milestone now. You're in your prime, mate. So hopefully we can celebrate tomorrow night and have a bit of banter. So everyone, hopefully be around about 7 o'clock tomorrow night, but just keep your eye out. But yeah, that'd be our Arsenal Tottenham preview. And like I said, Anthony from Blue, the group Blue, will be on, and Danny Bear, Mr. Danny Bear, both big, huge Tottenham fans. So that'd be a good laugh. It was a great laugh last time, wasn't it, Claude?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and looking forward to meeting the boys tomorrow. A bit of banter. I'm sure they're watching the game as it happens. I'd love to know what they're thinking of it now at this present moment, but I'm not sure whether they'd be very happy with the performance so far. But there's 45 minutes to go, and what we're looking for, maybe if Bournemouth can get a draw, we can go into that derby 1 point, at least 1 point ahead.
Would be nice. It would be nice.
The pressure will be on them then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The pressure will be on them.
Well, look, if they play like they did in this first half, Claude,
I think Mourinho's he's not going to play. He's not going to expose Aurier against Aubameyang. I think he'll cover that spot. I don't think he's that silly to allow that. I think that it would be great if he does, because I think he'll run him ragged. But I just I can't see it happening.
Here's the tables at the moment, Claude. Obviously, Tottenham will be on 49 points. So is that right?
By the way, Sheffield United above us.
Yeah, because they beat Wolves yesterday, didn't they? 1-0. They beat them 1-0.
So what are they on? 51.
They're on 51. Wolves are on 52. We're on 50. So there's one game in it now.
What's Everton on now?
Everton, they're on 44.
What's Everton at the moment?
44. No, 45 it'd be. It'd be 45 because obviously that ain't up to date. So they're drawing at the moment, when it 1-1. So yeah, they'd be on 45. Tottenham would be on 49. Burnley are on 49. We're on 50. Sheffield United are on 51.
Burnley are up there, aren't they? Unbelievable.
Yeah. Burnley
unbelievable.
And then obviously you've got United that are playing after this game. Who they got? Villa.
Aston Villa. I think they'll win.
Villa. They got Villa. So that should be an interesting game. I mean, Villa are fighting for their lives like Bournemouth are too. So if they
what is that on? Is that on another channel, that Villa game?
Probably be on Sky Sports, I would imagine. I don't know if it's on any other terrestrial ones. We'd have to have a look. But I don't know about that. Right, let's get back to some of these comments. Right, what we got? The Iceman said
out for the second half, I think.
Yeah.
Mourinho with his notebook. Oh, Son's about to come on. And I think who else is that coming on? Is that Zoka? I don't know.
No, that's what's his name in it?
Ndoli. I don't know who the other one is.
I think Ndembele. Yeah, the Iceman says, how is Lama still at Tottenham? He's been there for 7 years. I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. I can't believe he was there when they sold. That's how long ago they sold Bell. And he's still there. Like he's, you know what I mean? Some sort of replacement for Bell. Ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. My dad said it's just on Sky Sports, Claude. Cole said, son, and
it is it? Oh,
yeah. Salman said Terry is doing a good job. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
I can't pronounce.
CG said the Cockerels won't be crowing.
I expect that.
What's that, Claude?
So Mourinho's acting quick here. See, it's half time. Mourinho is acting very quick, so he's got sorting it out. So
that's not.
They're on their way. Second half started, and Spurs have a corner.
No, is it? Throw him, mate.
They've taken the Celso and Bergwijn.
I think that's
he didn't do much of the Celso now.
Martin has said
it's a throw, sorry.
Yeah. He said predictions for United game tonight. He says he thinks it'll be 4-1 United. What about you, Claude?
I'm going 2-0. 2-0 to United.
I'm going to go for a surprise 1-0 victory for Villa.
Oh, you're in dreamland, aren't you?
I'm telling you, Villa need it. These games are hard. Everyone keeps thinking that these are going to be pushovers. Look at Tottenham today. They should be mullering. They should
United
be
are playing well at the moment.
Huh?
United are playing the well at the moment.
Yeah, of course they. I know they are. Tottenham. You know what I mean? But what was their last game? Tottenham. I'm telling you,
Sheffield United. No, Everton. They beat Everton 1-0. They lost to Sheffield United, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So we'll see anyway.
Claude going 5-0 United. Lone Star says, laugh out tell comedy. Delwyn Jones says, I hope you are right, Terry. Lone Star says, Villa are a pushover. Yeah, says, Till, I'm smoking Stan's Christmas tree. Oh, Till is smoking Stan's Christmas tree. Delwyn says, gosh, I would love Man United to lose tonight. Tottenham will break here. Llama.
What's in? Kane, oh no. Oh,
what is Son doing there? Only one doorbell, Joe, yeah. Winks has played it back to Vertonghen. Almost look like they're sitting back here in the second half.
This player that's just come on, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ndombele, is it? Ndombele?
Ndombele, isn't it?
Ndombele, that's it. Ndombele.
I've got to try.
When they signed him, they paid a lot of money for this guy. So
yeah.
There was big things about this guy. And I haven't seen it yet, but his cross comes over a bit over here. Well over here, actually.
Jack, how you doing, Jack? Nice to see you in the chat, mate. He said, Claude and Terry, if 100 million offer come in for Saka, would you take it and use the money to sort out defence? For me, personally, no, Jack, I wouldn't.
100 million, Terry.
No,
100 million.
No, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't. I think he's going to be.
I don't know, Terry. I don't know. 100 million.
No. Yeah.
I think by the look on the cheeky smile on Claude's face, I think he's already spent that 100 million there.
Listen, I mean, you could have Saka for another 8 to 10 years.
Remember, we at the moment, right? He's at a good level, and he's still got to step it up even to another level.
Yeah.
Can he step up to another level? Is another thing altogether. I've seen young, promising players that've got to a certain stage, and everyone's talking them up, and then it don't happen. So I still think he can go up, and he still can go. He's got a lot of potential. He ain't the 40. He's not there yet, completely there yet. 100 million, it's a lot of money. 100 million is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I think Arsenal will take it. I would think they would take it if they were.
It's a lot of money, but like I said, if you had him over 10 years, that's 10 million a year. What's that? That's nothing.
Harry Kane standing over it. Harry Kane is standing over it. Not normally very good on free kicks, is he? But he's in a good position here. Kane and who else is standing over that? Lamella, I think. As I say, not the greatest free kick, was it?
Poor, very
done
poor.
better with that, actually.
Very poor.
Oh, Aki.
I was just wondering,
Someone's hit the.
No, he's been hitting the goalies. It's all right. Go on, Stan.
I was just going to say, there he is. Our brother in arms, Diesel, is still in the chat box. Yeah. Diesel, are you sure that you're not in Canada right now? Because I just went out to have a cheeky cigarette, and there was a guy standing across the road from me, right? Can anyone see that? That's Diesel, isn't it? The cat, the build, got the bald head. You got a double, Diesel.
My thing to Saka just a minute ago, 100 million. So what are we now? A selling club? Is that what we're?
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. If 100 million and it can be spent in certain areas.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I don't think the club will turn it down. I'm not sure one way or the other. That is a tempting offer. That is a tempting offer.
But I agree with you. It is a tempting offer. But who's to say that one or two players that would come in for that would do a great job in the next place? Who Why are we suddenly thinking that with 100 million, with this board at the moment, they're going to go out and buy the players that we want? This is all I've been hearing. Is that
that's enough.
Do you know what I mean? There's all different.
They would have to. We're told they will spend what they get in, isn't it? So they'd have to spend it. Otherwise, they'd look really bad, wouldn't they? But I don't trust. It's not that. Not Cronky. I don't trust these recruitment to get the players in, the right players in.
Yeah.
But yeah, having said all that, I probably would keep him. But I'm not sure. If someone offered the board 100 million for him, I'm afraid. I think they'll bite their hat. They will take the money, whether you like it or not. What's Stephen Head? That's a super chat coming in there.
Yeah, super chat. Go on, mate.
No, I'm not. He says we're putting pressure on Saka. No, I'm not putting pressure on him. I'm saying he's at the moment he's done, but he's very advanced for his age, in my opinion. But does he? He's still got to go up that other level. He's still got a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? But he's on course. He's on course. He's doing very well. I mean, that cross the other night was an incredible cross, a great cross for the goal.
Yeah.
For his age, he's well in front. And like Martinelli as well. They're both players that are very advanced for their ages.
Yes, I said. As I said, all these arguments, but the premise is that Saka is 100 million player is a whole larger than the one that caused dinosaurs to be extinct. Adam said 500 million or 900 million. I don't know what that's for. If I might have missed your question, Adam. Sorry, mate. Cole said Arsenal probably won't see that 100 million though, maybe half. Exactly, Cole. Bruv, no like Bender. Saka or Greenwood, lads? For me...
I don't watch Greenwood a lot, but...
Yeah, do I.
So I'm not going to compare. It's hard to compare, to start comparing players. Different type of players as well, aren't they?
Plus, Saka's one of our own, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Bournemouth have just got it just outside the box. Oh, is that a penalty?
Oh.
That looked like a penalty to me. But now Harry Kane is through. But no, well played. Well played. Get up, Harry Kane, you cheater. Get up. What is he calling for a foul there for? He just got out-bossed, basically, and then he fell on the floor and he's calling for a free kick. Delwyn Jones saying transfer window isn't open on the 29th of this month now, I believe he said. Eamon Kelly says Mourinho tactics on Sunday will be like the M25 on the Easter break. I like that, mate. I like that. Do you reckon he'll do that? Oh, what's happened here? He's out. He's out cold, isn't he? He is. Look at his arm. He's out cold here, definitely. I don't know what happened there. Did you see that, Claude?
They're not showing that instant again, are they?
I'm going to rewind it because I missed that. Hold up.
He's out.
Hold up.
He's out cold, isn't he? He's sparked out. Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Both went in for the header. Davis is fine. No problems. No problems whatsoever. But that's bad. That looks bad, doesn't it? It looks like he's completely out.
He's got him there.
Is that the penalty? Yeah. And they called that back for the VAR. How you doing, Salman? Hope you're well, mate. Don't worry that you're a bit late, mate. Just glad that you're in there and now, mate. Not a problem. Urban Ghost, how you doing? He says, hi, fellas. Just got in. Hope you're all good. Bansta's merch arrived today. Very nice. Another one. Thank you very much, Urban Ghost. Send us some pictures. Send me the pictures on I'm a Gooner or Claude or Diesel. Send us your pictures with the merch on, and we can get them up and show everyone.
You should have like a little gallery on the website, Terry.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. But I need them to send it in first, don't I? Otherwise, it'll be blank. Blankety blank.
Blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank. Super chat, super chat.
Urban Ghost said he will do. Thanks, mate. Looking forward to it. My dad said never a penalty. He's still down here. He's still down there putting the body ball behind him. 56 minutes gone. Still Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0. What do you think of the game? What's that, Claude?
With the drinks break, this could be about 10 minutes overtime with the drinks break as well.
I don't know where the 8 minutes come from in the Arsenal Leicester game, to be honest. Where did the 8 minutes come from?
Well, there was the delay over the
goal,
goal.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Eddie delay in it with the sending off, weren't they? You had to go to the screen in the end. They played it so many times, then he went to the screen. So that was 8 minutes.
Yeah. GP saying who's injured. Did you see who it was who got injured?
I didn't see who went down.
I just see the two players coming together, and I know Davis got up. But I didn't see who it was for the Bournemouth one yet. We're just waiting. Let's hope he's all right, and I'm sure it's just precautionary, hopefully. Lone Star Londoner says, how can anyone say Mourinho hasn't taken Spurs backwards? Under Pochettino, they challenged for top 4, played good football and got to the Champions League final. Jose has them playing badly and limping to mid-table.
That's a bit harsh because when he came, they were struggling. It was a bit harsh. He didn't take the reins from the start of the season, remember?
What have we got here? The Iceman says Jack Stacey is coming on, former Luton Town player. Harry Kane, the boys are laughing now. I don't know if he's all right now, the player on the board or what, but Nobby Piles, how you doing? Lovely name, Nobby. He said Eddie Howe was a good manager. He deserves better from his players. I think the Cherries could still win this. Honestly, Nobby, they played well. They played well, mate. Diesel is unfortunately unavailable for today, Salman, but he's in the chat when he can be. But unfortunately, he couldn't be with us. Stavalas.
You got to put up with me today instead.
I think he might be trying to etch another notch in that post, isn't it, Claude?
Hey?
He's trying to etch another.
I'm saying they've got to put up with me instead.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just saying. What he's doing now, he's trying to get another knock on that post, isn't he?
Exactly. I'm not a good. I'm a substitute for Diesel today. I'm substitute.
Colonel Ward says, which youngster would you say is the best in the Premier League? Oh,
okay.
Which youngster
at this moment?
Yeah.
It's difficult to say. Foden, it looks good player, doesn't he? Foden. The other guy, the Chelsea guy looks good. What's his name?
Gilmore, Charlie Gilmore. Gilmore.
No, that one.
Pulisic. No.
There's a couple of Chelsea that are really good.
I know he's on the back.
One is that James, isn't
Man.
Mason
Mount.
Mason Mount. And the other guy, the James. Is it James? I think
Daniel James. United.
No, Chelsea player. James. Is it James? Oh, Ralphie would know it. I forgot his name now. He looks good. I think it's something James, isn't it? Or something. The Chelsea player. ball back. If there's any Chelsea fan on here, so lighten me up.
Reece James.
Reece James. Who's that in the stand?
That's Jeff.
Oh, it's the chairman. Oh.
Yeah, the chairman.
For a minute, I thought, is that Pulis? It fucking looked like Pulis for a minute.
Now, Reece James, they're saying, is the right back.
Reece James, that's it.
Colonel Wall saying, I hate people saying man is a youngster. He's 22.
Who?
What? Man.
I thought he was younger. I didn't realise this.
Mohammed, you only have to say it once, mate. Otherwise, you get blocked. You don't need to spam the comments. You only need to say it once. He's asking Claude, what do you think of Coutinho?
Yeah, he's an upgrade on what we've got. Good player. But will he take us to that next level?
What about
what we've got?
What about you, Stan?
Yeah, I could agree with Claude. It'd be an upgrade on what we've got, but he's going to want a lot of wages, isn't he?
Yeah, we all hate spammers. No,
the guy's all right. He looks like it doesn't look very good, does it?
No. We all hate spammers, everyone. I've told him once, if he does it again, then obviously, spammers get kicked out.
What's he done wrong?
He just put a question in, and then he's put it in about 30 times on a trot.
Yeah, I suppose because he wants it answered. That's why.
Yeah, but people don't like that. It gets annoying. I know what they mean. It does. It gets very annoying because then they do that all the time, and then you won't be able to see anyone's questions because obviously you see it all the time. So no, he's been told. Everyone, don't worry. He's been told. You don't need to say no more. He's been told, so it's not a problem.
He's apologised as well.
Yeah. Phantom Drips. I've not seen you before in the chat, mate. Hope you're well. We said, Claude, can I ask a question? Of course you can. If you put it out, I'll ask it. Mad Max said, Claude, do you think Ty has a blow-up doll of Wenger?
100%. He's got one of Emery as well.
Oh, the ball comes in. Oh, Bournemouth have cleared it. Bloody hell. He scored 3 points for Argentina in the rugby. Okay, man, it's not a problem. It's not a problem, mate.
So we're going to be doing the FIFA rebuild.
What? Oh, it was Winks, was it? I thought it was Celso. Sorry, I thought it was. Who's coming on? I think they're trying. Why is Mourinho took me to the ref, the official? What's going on here? What are we all waiting for? Oh, another injury.
You might as well have a drink. You might as well have a drink break while it's carrying on.
It's another injury to the young lad. Has he just come on or not?
Yeah, Spurs are not looking at. This is very encouraging for Arsenal on Sunday. They don't look very good at the moment, Spurs. Very encouraging for Arsenal on Sunday, I tell you.
Yes, Cole, you're right. Stan, tell everyone we're going to be starting this FIFA, mate. Let them know, mate.
Yeah, we've done that.
If we'd have got this started early, we'd have got into this other. I might try and get us into that digital league that AFTV are setting up. I don't know, but are you all ready?
Yeah, he's already.
Yeah, what this is going to be a FIFA career mode that you're going to be rebuilding, Claude. We've designed the manager to look like you, and we've named him Claude, right? So it's going to be a FIFA rebuild. And do you remember somebody sent this in? Who was it? Was it London? It's either London Lone Star.
What I'm trying to say,
Was that Claude?
AFTV are involved in a tournament, doing like the same thing with DTFC and all this. I wonder if we could get involved sometime.
Sure.
Maybe next season we could get involved in that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go
So,
on,
yeah,
Sam.
we've done the introduction. I've done the introduction video. So when that goes up, I want everyone to have a look at the video and then tell me who Claude should be selling and who we should be bringing in before the first game at Newcastle. And then we'll go through the season and see how Arsenal under our vision does.
Yeah, I will get the intro video up by the weekend, Stan, and then we can get that going.
All right. I'll check the comments, and then I'll check the comments for what everybody wants ins and outs, and then I'll do the first video, and I'll start doing the transfers and that. CG's asking, do I have a YouTube for the upcoming FIFA streams? I'm doing them offline, and then I'm sending them over to Terry, and then he's going to upload them on this channel, and I think maybe on their website as well. And then I want everyone to go into the comments, interact, let me know. I've got a transfer list. You'll see it all in the video. Some people I've picked. Let me know if there's others that I've missed that I should be going for.
Oh. Sorry, Stan, go on, mate.
That's it, and who we got to get rid of, and then we'll try it from there and see how it goes.
I told you before, it'd probably be easier to say who we're going to keep, Stan.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a short video, a very short video. That would be.
Phantom Drip said, Claude, what was the better team, the Invincibles or United 99?
Well, you've got to say they won the treble, didn't they? So you've got to give it to them, haven't you?
I'm all good, thanks, Adam. Anthony says, hi, Terry. I just read that Guendouzi had a falling out with Arteta. Yeah, apparently he's had a big falling out, mate, and I don't think he's going to be back playing for us this season by the looks of it and sound of it. And rightly so. He's the manager, so if he don't want him to play, then we've asked for a manager to have a backbone and, you know what I mean, come in and start getting rid of these players. And if he ain't going to toe the line, then off you go, as far as I'm concerned. As I said, name the manager, Claudiola. Colonel Ward wants to know, is Claude going to do the Movember?
What is the Movember? What is it?
Well, you've got to grow your moustache. You can't shave through November.
No, I've got to do it in November for a whole month, Claude.
Get that bullshit, mate.
Tottenham on the break here. Cross comes in. Aki gets it away for.
I don't want to be. I don't want to keep scratching myself. No. Forget that.
And Nobby said Eddie and his merry men still putting Spurs to the sword. Laugh out loud. They are, mate. They're still fighting for it. 70 minutes gone, but there's going to be at least 8 minutes here, isn't there, at the injury time?
Yeah, a drink break.
And a drink break, yeah. Cole saying Guendouzi is picking fights with everyone. I'll tell you what, at the moment, though, 70 minutes gone. I mean, Tottenham have been very, very poor today, Claude.
They have, and you know it's a derby. There'll be a different team, mate. Anything.
Bournemouth got a chance here. He's gone through. He's inside the box. He pulled it back. Oh! And who was that? They cleared it for a corner kick. For Tongan, I think. He heads it out. Heads it out for a corner. Oh no, it's not for Tongan. Who was that? Davis, I think. Davis said, Terry, what's the score, please? It's still Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0, mate. 70 minutes gone. There's probably going to be about 8 to 10 minutes injury time at the end. Stavalas for Bournemouth has been taken off on a stretcher. Clash event. But Tottenham, unfortunately, mate, have been very, very poor today. Very poor. I don't know if it's very, very poor or if it's the way that Mourinho sets up and wants them to play, because that's personally what I would say. That is the way he sets the team up to play. But they've been very, very poor.
I saw that message, Carl. I'll make a note of that. Camavinga. I'll make a note.
Colonel Ward wants me to ring the doorbell. What do you reckon, boys? Something they do need a rocket up their arse, don't they, in this game?
Yeah. The doorbell might be just what they need.
Well, shall I do it? Let me know. Let's see what the consensus is in the chat. Should I? Oh, hold up. Bournemouth got a chance here.
But what if you do the doorbell and Spurs score?
Oh, God. Then it's getting broke. I'm taking an hammer to it. David said it's on Mourinho. This he did it at United. It's dull and boring.
It is, isn't it? I mean, that last game that they played, they won 1-0. That was an own goal, I heard, though, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
No, exactly. Let me get your take on this, Stan. Right, because there's a few people. Well, a lot of people that wanted to see Mourinho in to be our manager of Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I see at Man United, what I see at Tottenham is exactly how they're playing now.
Yeah.
Right? So would you have wanted Mourinho? Do you agree with that as long as Arsenal would win 1-0, if they played like this every game and it was boring, but they won 1-0, would you take that?
Well, I suppose this is where Diesel, mate, if you're listening, you might want to cut your ears up, because I'm kind of in the same camp as Terry. I've heard Terry on here talking about Mourinho, and every time you've been saying what you've been saying, I've been sitting here like, yeah, that's right, yeah. So I was one of those that, I wouldn't have wanted him anywhere near Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, I like him as a character being in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? He does make the Premier League better by being in it, because he's such a character. But I would not want him managing Arsenal. I just think he's I don't like to use this word, but this word actually suits him. He is toxic.
Yeah,
I find him very toxic.
Yeah, I do too. I'm exactly the same. I don't need to keep going over the same old thing. You know my views on it, Stan. For me, I think it would have been just as bad as Emery's performances, and that's what makes me mad when I talk about it, because obviously you get up at 9 o'clock, you're excited about your football team, you're excited about Arsenal, you're excited to go to the Emirates, you know what I mean? And then you get there an hour before, and then you see the team, and then you think, what the fuck have I come out for? You know how it's going to go. You know how we're going to play. You know what I mean?
Would a promising player like Saka have re-signed under Jose? Would they be getting along? Would Aubameyang have already made a decision and say, no, I think I'll move on, thanks? You don't know, right? You know, they all seem happy under Mikel. But with Mourinho, there's always an unrest, isn't there? Yeah. There's always unrest with some of the players.
Yeah. No,
I think that's the last thing that we need at the moment.
Is more.
We haven't got much as it is. We don't need to be losing more because they are unsettled by the manager.
Yeah.
Diesel, you can uncover now. I've stopped. Sorry, mate.
Here's a good question. Here's a good question by my dad. He said, what do you guys think of the 6 p.m. kickoffs? Do you think they should keep it for next season?
Well, selfish for me, because it's not so early in the morning for me. So the later the kickoff for me, the better it is for me in Canada. So, yeah, I love it.
In midweek, yeah. Cool. Dad, what do you feel about that? My dad said, what do you guys think of the 6 p.m. kickoffs? Do you think they should keep it in next season?
I think the only reason they're doing it is 6 p.m. because there's no crowds. Because there's no crowds, but people can't get to games, isn't it? Because people finish work, isn't it?
Yeah.
From work for 6 o'clock.
It's one of the reasons why I still want us to be in the Europa League next season, because for me that's a 12 o'clock at lunchtime usually, those games, which is you know, you can have a beer and that. Usually, you know, a lunchtime kickoff for you guys when it's 12 o'clock. That's like 4:30 in the morning here. Crazy.
Wow. Bloody hell.
Yeah, the thing is with the 6 o'clock as well. You find that it's the English teams normally play only when they're playing away in Europe, innit? They play at 6, innit?
Yeah.
Unless there's two English clubs got the same day or something. I don't know. It's just I don't think it works really, to be honest with you.
We've got Lee Chappie in the chat. How you doing, Lee? Hope you're well. He said, "What's the score, lads?" It's still 0-0, mate. 76 minutes gone, but there's going to be at least 10 minutes injury time. Stavalas for Bournemouth had to go off on a stretcher. Clash of heads. Hopefully, he will be all right. Tottenham on the attack here, but yeah, it's been Bournemouth really. Bournemouth have had the better chances in my eyes.
Well,
even
first coming forward there, Kane. Oh yeah. Oh,
has he missed that? How has he missed that? Tottenham have still got a chance. Son just outside the box. Plays it on the right to Aurier. Cross comes in. Lama! Oh, Lama has put it to the corner flag. Lama. Honestly, 7 years. 7 years of bad luck, I would say, for Tottenham. It's been there 7 years.
Chappie's in the. I'm going to ask Lee Chappie. Decisions on the other night. If you're still in the chat, do you think all the decisions were right, Lee Chappie?
Yeah, Lee. They have Alan Smith, Smudger, interview next Wednesday on Leicester Fan TV.
Oh, worth listening to.
Oh, brilliant! Well done, Lee, for getting that. Having that on. Everyone tune into that because Lee is a great channel. It's a great channel and a great guy. Tune into that. Alan Smith next Wednesday night, yeah?
Yeah, next Wednesday. Bournemouth got a chance. Oh, that was unlucky. But now Tottenham are on the charge. Lama is going through. Lama, what's he going to do? He's mucked it up again. Lama, the 7 years of bad luck. Like I said, he is absolute useless, that geezer, honestly. Absolute useless. We
score a cracker in a minute. No, why you said that?
Honestly, 7 years he's been at that club. Come on, what has he done?
I know. I don't understand how he's still there.
What has he done? What has he ever done for Tottenham?
He's an Argentinian international. You know that, don't you, sir?
Yeah, I do. But what's he done? My question again.
He was that player that they had for ages. He used to play on the right-hand side, and then he went to Everton. He was there for the same player. There for years, never did anything, played week in, week out. What's his name?
What, for Tottenham?
Yeah.
Was it English?
Yeah.
And
Lennon, Aaron Lennon.
Exactly, that's the one.
Lennon, yeah. Yeah. Lennon.
He was there for years, just hardly anything. No assists, no goals.
Hold up. What we got here?
What was that?
Hold up. This fantastic manager, experienced manager, Jose Mourinho, is playing Bournemouth. 79 minutes gone, not had one shot on target. Tottenham, not had one shot on target. Fantastic.
Okay, Claude. Yeah, Claude. The Vardy's accidental kick could have been a red, but both players were falling, so it was probably overlooked. Yeah, I don't think it was a red. I'm sorry. I'll state again. It looked a total accident. And all the experts in the studio said it. In the Match of the Day studio said it was an accident. And they must have seen it so many more times as well. So... more was true. The only people that are saying it is in our fan base. But all credit, Lee, your team in second half, I thought dominated second half and deserved a draw. I'm being fair. I speak as I don't talk nonsense on here. I don't fucking. At the end of the day, you get a fair assessment from me. At the end of the day, it's a fair result. You can't argue with the result.
Alex is saying, Lee Chatby TV, how you doing? Is Vardy still doing kung fu kicks? Laugh out loud. Say hello to Smudge from me. Brilliant striker from us. Nobby says, Jose's expression tells 1,000 words. He. He doesn't care. He's sitting there. What does he care for? He's getting paid. What does he care for?
25 million, isn't it?
Well, exactly. 25 million. He's sitting there. He's doing. You know what I mean, he don't care.
He gets paid more than Pep, doesn't he?
I think he does.
More than Klopp.
Connor says QPR lost last night to Wigan. I'm raging. Bloody hell, Connor. Whereabouts are QPR now? Because I remember you saying on a couple of times that they've lost their games. So I hope they're not in danger, mate. I like QPR.
I think this could be a year. This could be a year when Arsenal and Tottenham are both out of the top 6. I wonder when's the last time that happened.
Oh,
both teams been out of the top 6 at the same time.
Oh, that's a bad ball here. Mora plays it to Uria. Comes it. Oh, it's deflected for a corner. Frankfurt.
I wonder if anyone can tell me when the last time Arsenal and Tottenham finished outside the top 6 together, outside the top 6.
I don't know when that. Franz Ferdinand says Fardish wins his leg knowing he would catch the player. That is not a natural way to fall down. Come on, Claude.
No, I don't know.
Comes in. Shoot. Goes out for another corner. Sorry, Claude. Go on, mate.
They don't have the fluency they've had in the last couple of years, Spurs. They've lost that fluency, haven't they? They ain't got that fluency about them. I don't know what's happened, but certain players, I don't know. I'm not sure if half of them really want to be there. The way they're carrying on. There's a big opportunity for Arsenal on Sunday. Big opportunity.
Corner comes in. Defended by Ake. He's got it clear. David, I think, must be a Man United fan. He says, God, watching Spurs makes me depressed. Taking me back. Hold up. Oh, well played by the keeper. Taking me back to the crap football we played under Mourinho. What can I say, David? What can I say, mate?
Yeah, well, that crap football brought you trophies, whether you like it or not.
What, Man U?
Oh, they won the trophies under him, didn't they? They won the league, the Europa League. So didn't they win that in one season? Europa League? I can't remember. They did win trophies under him, though.
Some.
Looks like Spurs now, the only team that's going to, on the front foot now, look like it's either Spurs win or a draw, yeah.
Oh,
that's woeful.
What a ball. That is unbelievable. Come on. I mean, ridiculous.
Just goes to show he's just extended his contract, didn't he, Toby Alderweireld?
Aidan said it would cost a lot of money to sack him. Well, why do you think he gets these contracts in the first place? He don't care. He don't care, Mourinho. He don't care if you sack him.
He's probably still getting paid for Man United as well.
There are a lot of Spurs fans that feel that he's not the right guy at the moment. But, the football changes, mate. Football changes. Opinions change.
He's probably still getting paid for Man United because they don't usually just pay it all out in a lump sum. No. They give you that in instalments, right? Like they're still paying.
No, but I think the payment stops once you find a new club. The payment stops, doesn't it?
Come on, play it back. Yes, he's offside. He's giving. What are they doing? What's he give? Eddie Howe can't believe this. What is this? What have they give? I think he's give offside. He ain't offside there.
No.
Yeah, he's offside. He does. He is. They haven't give the lines yet. He looks like he's offside. To me, he looks like he's offside.
I don't know. You've got to look at. Put the line up. Put the line on it.
That's a free kick there and all. That's a free kick. Is that what they give it for?
Unless you blew the whistle up early. Surely he would have played on, surely.
He's pulling it back. He's pulling it back for the free. I think he's going to book him for that tackle in Dumbelly.
while you're looking at that, I just want to read this out from Danny because he's nailed me in the chat box, and I don't like to hide. Right? It says, "Stan, you must have forgot Lennon's goal scoring record against Arsenal. You forgot his equaliser in the 4-4 against you. Lennon scored against Arsenal 5 times."
But what's happened here? I mean, it's not even gone to VAR, is it?
Fair play, mate. You know.
He's pulled it back for the free kick, Claude. He's pulled it back for the free kick. So he hasn't played the advantage and let the goal go on. He's pulled it back for the free kick for Bournemouth.
Oh, that's poor refereeing, isn't it? That is poor. That's poor. That is poor refereeing. I suppose those decisions go against you when you're at the bottom, innit? I'm afraid.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's a poor.
Lucky Spurs again, unfortunately. And that is definitely a foul there by the Bournemouth player on Lama. Yeah, Michael's agreeing with you. Poor decision from the ref there, he's saying. Low Star London are saying Spurs look dreadful team. Time for Kane to leave.
Well, he ain't done much either. I mean, he's been rubbish. They want 200 million for him. You must be fucking joking. I'll tell you what. If Levy gets 200 million for Kane, he's a genius, an absolute fucking genius.
Well, Ori is down now. I think he might have broke his arm. I think he's broke his arm.
Oh no, we want him playing against Arsenal. We want him to play. Okay, no, man.
He's down there. No, I think he's going to get up. He's all right. The way the Bournemouth players was pulling the physios on, looked like he broke his arm.
It was a horrible twist, wasn't it?
Yeah, he twisted it, didn't he, at the back?
Yeah.
It don't seem that bad, does it?
Yeah, he's fucking lying him. It was just the way the Bournemouth players, they were like calling the physio ones. I thought he looked like he broke his arm.
Might be a bad sprain.
Connor, I mean, it should be, mate. Looking at this, Arsenal shouldn't really have any problems on Sunday. We shouldn't, but it's, they play like they're probably the FA Cup final. They always say it about West Ham. West Ham against Tottenham is West Ham's FA Cup final. Tottenham against Arsenal is Tottenham's FA Cup final.
Yeah, different game, mate. It's a different game. They'll have they'll play all these players from the start as well. Lucas Moura will play. Son will play from the start. It'll be a different team altogether, mate. And they'll be at home as well. So,
free kick here. Bournemouth in the box.
Oh!
He's caught it on the afternoon. Yeah, go on.
Oh!
Hey! Yes! Get in there. Bournemouth have scored. 89. Get in there. Get in there. Is that Wilson? Get in there.
I've not got to it.
Was there a foul though in there? Was there a foul?
I don't know. Are they check? They ain't checking, are they? Surely. That's not a foul.
High kick.
Oh, it's handball. It's handball. It's handball. It's handball. That's going to be ruled out if it goes VAR. It's hit his hand. It's hit his hand and gone in. It's handball. That's going to be ruled out.
Oh, no, don't say that.
That's going to be ruled out.
Bloody VAR. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate this guy. He's high feet as well.
It's the right decision, though, isn't it? It's handball. It is. It's handball. I don't even know why they're going for the VAR.
I don't think he touched it on his
chest. He did. He touched his hand. VAR.
Oh, no, he's giving it.
No. No goal. 0-0. No goal. It was handball. It was 12 minutes. 12 minutes injury time. No,
I told you there was something. I thought it was either a foul or something was going on.
Yeah.
The way they were bunched up like that, I knew it.
Bruv, no light bender says, can you do a combined Spurs and Arsenal 11? Easy. No, none of them get in. Not on today's performance, anyway. They've been absolutely woeful. Gio says, Terry, Eddie Howe looks pissed. He's in shape like a UFC fighter. He does. I think he would like to give Mourinho the kung fu kick that Vardy did on Mustafi the other day. What do you reckon, Stan?
Sweet chin music all the way, man.
Oh, they've got another chance here on the left-hand side, just inside the box. Oh, it's gone out for a corner. It's gone out for a corner. Bournemouth are on the charge here. I think you might have given the kiss of death, old Tottenham, Claude.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen how many minutes? All right, 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
Jeez.
You might have given the kiss of death, Claude, when you said that it only looks like Tottenham are going to score here.
Well, it did at the time. A few minutes they were putting a bit of pressure on, but now that's unbelievable, isn't it? This is where they're good at Bournemouth here.
Lone Star said, Eddie, how's your luck? Eddie, how's your luck? Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that, Lone Star.
Yeah, I do appreciate a good pun.
Gio said, kung fu kick, well deserved, Jose. He's a clan. He is, mate. He is. 12 minutes. Yeah, Biker, Bilker. There's 12 minutes injury time. I think it might even be a bit more than that because we had the goal just as that come up. So they was doing the VAR. So I think it might be about 13, 14 minutes. Jack says, if we don't beat Spurs on Sunday, we are poor. Alex says, Claude, 12 pins on Sunday.
Unfortunately, I'm in a studio on Sunday. I noticed actually. I went past it today actually, and I think you have to wait outside, and then they book you a table. I think that's what's happening in there now because you had to wait outside, and then you go to a table. You got all the food, I think, as well. So I don't know what's going on there.
It's the same here, Claude. It's exactly the same here. If you go to a bar now, you can't just walk in. You got to wait to be seated.
Yeah. Block was. He said, "What's the score? It's still 0-0. Bournemouth just had a goal disallowed for handball, rightly so. But we're into the 94th minute now of 12.
They won't let people in.
12 to 13 added on probably.
They won't let people. They won't let. I don't think they'll have the people in on match day.
No,
Spurs Arsenal.
No, not at all.
Otherwise, there'll be chaos, mate. Chaos.
We've got a question here from Cole. We said, question, lads, would you take Aki?
Yeah, I would. It's better. It'd be better than what we've got.
Would you take Aki, Claude?
Would I take Aki? He's done all right today. I mean, he's done well today. What's that Chadwick comment? I can't see it. It's a Chadwick.
Chadwick said, Claude, you missing being at the live games. I can see on the Watchalong you're not as animated watching on TV.
Well, it's not the same, is it? I mean, to be honest with you, and I don't need to be animated. I've got 3 or 4 of them in front of me that do it for me. To be honest with you, so I just don't feel.
Oh, we've got a chance here. Come on, through.
What a chance! What a chance! So all he's got to do is lift it over the keeper there. I mean, that's poor. That is poor.
Harry Wilson.
Was that Brooks?
Harry Wilson, I think.
That was poor.
You know what happened now, didn't you? They've had the 2 best chances in this half.
I can see Spurs snatching this. Yeah. I can see Tottenham snatching this, Mourinho style.
Stephen said both teams have made complete howlers. Nobby says, what a miss.
Did this geezer cost 65 fucking million quid? Jesus fucking Christ.
Who, Ndombele? Which one?
Yeah, and Don Belly.
Yeah.
And is it Don Belly, that number 20, 26, that and Don Belly?
28 he is. Who's on the ball now?
Yeah. Yeah. As he. Oh, Lamella. Son.
Mora. Who's that? Davis puts it back to Ndombele. Oh, no. Oh. Hey, look, there he should be booked for simulating because he's got straight up to try and get the ball back. That's disgusting. He knew what he was doing. He ran straight into
VAR, by the way. It could go to VAR, this.
No, I'm sorry. Look, he's run straight into him. There is no way that is a penalty. No, it's no VAR. Everyone's saying, Callum saying dive, Nobby saying dive in again, cheats, laugh out loud. Block City War guys are saying Leicester's still got to play Spurs and United yet.
Who?
Leicester.
Oh, right. Oh, they've got to play Spurs, Leicester.
Yeah, Spurs and United. Be nice if Leicester.
They've played United. I'm sure they have.
I'm just telling you what he said. Chelsea has still got to play Wolves and Liverpool.
They played them the other week, didn't it? I remember 1-1.
Son with the corner. Comes in.
Oh,
it's gone over to keep his head. More up, but Bournemouth look like they're going to clear it. But they're on the attack here. Go on. Oh, that's unlucky. I'll tell you what.
They've played them. It was 1-1. Don't you remember the game? It was the first game they played.
Yeah. You look at this again, King. Look. You look at this. That tackle. Oh, they're showing the Harry Wilson. Look, Harry Wilson here. Oh, I mean, that was a great save. He did try and put it over the keeper, but Laurier's there, put his arm up. Look at this, Claude.
Yeah,
well, no.
Yeah.
Everton draw with Southampton, so that game's finished by the looks of it. Yeah, Everton won, Southampton won. And it's still on Bournemouth keeper's down now. It looks like he's hamstring. The amount of injuries that Bournemouth have had this season is unbelievable. Tahir says, so boring the game. Tottenham have been poor, mate. Poor, absolute poor. Franz Ferdinand said, Leicester play Spurs on the 19th. That's the day after we got Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. We've got Man City on a Saturday night, 7:45 kickoff on the 18th.
Yeah, that's Leicester, not Man United. Leicester, or maybe Leicester have got them, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. They got them at top. Yeah, they got them at Spurs because they, I think Leicester beat them at King Power, didn't they?
Chadwick says, I wanted to say Claude would have put the sitter head that Lacquer missed. Still mad about that. I wanted to say that Claude would have put it in, basically.
What sitter was that then?
You would have scored the sitter, the header, I think he's on about.
Yeah.
What, the other night, you mean?
Yeah.
It's the one where he should have put it down instead of up. He should have headed down. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Put it in the corner, shouldn't he? He just basically passed it back to the keeper. David is saying, I can hear expressions from here.
It's peak.
David saying Chelsea versus Wolves and Leicester versus Man United on the last day of the season. It's going to be good. Because I think the top sort of 10 to 6, maybe 5th place is going to be on the last out of season at the moment. Harry Kane here,
Oh,
killed into the box. Son, and Bournemouth have got it cleared. I think we've got into the last 2 minutes of injury time here.
we've got a minute left. There's barely under a minute left.
Yeah, but I think we might have another minute more because of the VAR. It was the goal, wasn't it? It was right
maybe, but no, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Georgie, you're right, mate. Casper had a fantastic game Tuesday night against Arsenal. He did, mate.
Kane. Oh. Yeah, Schmeichel was brilliant the other night.
Nobby says the Cherries should have won this 2-0. Another easy 3 points dropped. That's their problem. No Uber in their team. Yeah, I think that's the thing with all the bottom teams. Unfortunately, if they had like a prolific goal scorer in their teams, then they would do a lot better, wouldn't they, Stan?
Yeah, they'd be up the league, definitely.
Yeah, and that's obviously a reason why we shouldn't be looking to sell Aubameyang.
Well, I don't think we will be.
Exactly. Spurs.
I'd even run his contract down rather than let him go get the money. I don't. Otherwise, we're back to Wills.
Like Bender says, Tottenham are shocking. Well, this is how we could have been playing. Let's be honest. This is how we could have been playing if we had Mourinho at Arsenal.
Yeah. It's over.
That's it. It's over. 0-0. I mean, it's a great result for Bournemouth there, boys, I think.
Good result for us as well, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
going
into
pressure's on them on Sunday. Pressure's on them now.
Yeah.
If anyone can get the Arsenal players motivated, it's Mikel Arteta. I mean, he's played in about 7 North London derbies himself, right? He's played in them.
Yeah.
He'd be able to get it over to the players what this means to everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. Chadwin Moffat with a super chat here. He says, I've always wanted to ask, was either Terry or Claude at the Man City game when Adebayor run towards the Arsenal fan stand celebrating?
Yeah, I was there.
I wasn't, unfortunately. I wasn't.
To be honest with you, the abuse that they shouted at him during the game about his father as well. I ain't got nothing. What he done, he came back and done that. And I'm sorry, if you're going to give it out, you're going to have to take it as well.
I would rather not talk about that. I'd rather talk about Henry sliding in front of the Tottenham fans when he scored that goal for Highbury. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what we want to talk about instead. We run it from our own goal area to their goal area, took on about 5-6 players, cracked it home in the bottom corner, do you know what I mean? And run the whole length of the pitch and slid in front of the Tottenham fans at Highbury. I mean, what a brilliant feeling that was, Claude.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, that was one of the moments of the season, wasn't it? That was brilliant.
Yeah.
He has that picture hanging in his house, Henri. He says it's his favourite picture.
Yeah. I've seen that.
And he says that when you look at it, he goes, every time I go by, and I look at it, he goes, it's the expressions on the people's faces. And you can tell what they're saying out of their mouths, can't you? A picture paints 1,000 words, as they say. There's a few of them are like this.
Yeah, I know that. I know, mate. I know. Chadwick said, Claude, you ever hug a player after a goal?
I
think, would you ever hug a player after a goal? I think he means.
If I was on the front row and they came over to give a hug, of course I'd give them a hug.
Have you been in a situation like that?
No, I don't think I have. No, I've not been that close. Oh no, I think there was once. Actually, when Theo, I think it was Theo scored, and he patted me on that, with the high five after scoring a goal. I can't remember. It was an away game.
On 1999. On 1999. Thank you very much, mate. I know that you've come over from another channel, but it's not a problem. It's all love here, mate. let's light up your name so that when you go in other people's chats, everyone knows who you are and they can see who you are. So it's not a problem. Much love to you.
Say hello to Sonny for me. Say hello to Sonny, by the way.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, not a problem.
Say hello to Sonny. Hope he's keeping well. Yeah.
Spurs were terrible. Block that he was said Spurs terrible. Joseph said Winks and Sissoko. Terry, do you rate them? Oh, Winks. When Winks first come on the scene, I thought he was going to be a good midfielder. To be honest, you know, he looked really good. I don't know if it's the team that he's playing in, and obviously under Mourinho, I thought he looked really good under Pochettino. But this season, I don't think he's hit the ground running, to be honest. And Sissoko, no, it's not for me. Don't know about you, Stan.
I thought as well when he first came on the scene, Winks, that there was going to be a little bit more from him, but neither one of them two have set the world alight for me.
No. What about you, Claude?
Sorry, I didn't hear. Go again, mate.
Danny Winks, I was going to say. Winks and Sissoko. Do you rate them?
On today's performance, no, I didn't think they did. I think Spurs were very poor today, very, very poor. And I'm so encouraged for Sunday now. I'm really encouraged for Sunday.
Yeah.
It's going to be, but you know what's going to be North London derby. It's a different ball game altogether. You don't know whether their minds were completely on that as well, because it's Sunday as well. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure we'll see a different thing on Sunday, but we'll still have to be at our best if we're going to get anything there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, let's quickly sum up the game today. Then Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0, and then we can have 5 minutes talking about Arsenal, a game against Tottenham. So, what did you think of the game today, Claude?
I thought not a great game of football, was it? I mean, I thought Bournemouth played really well. I thought you wouldn't have thought they were in the bottom 2 of the league, would you? I mean, on that performance, but what they're lacking, and that's why they're there, is probably someone to finish them chances off. But a bit unlucky. I thought he hit him on his chest. Apparently, hit him on his arm with the goal, but I don't know. It's poor. It's I think now that result means that I think they'll find it very difficult now to stay up because they've got very tough games coming up away from home, haven't they?
Yeah. Delwyn Jones, Everton didn't win, mate. They drew 1-1. Stan, sum up the game today, mate.
I thought it was boring. You know, the only saving grace about that game was that I was on here chatting to everybody here. Because if I was on the sofa watching it, I probably would have just fallen asleep. But like what Claude said, it gives me a lot of hope going into the game now, the North London derby. It does. You know, I'm pleased with the way that we're playing. We're going to have a little bit longer together than Tottenham have, a little bit more rest. Maybe that'll be in our favour. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just want to obviously say that, you know, Tottenham played Bournemouth today, second from bottom in the league, and not had one shot on target. Not had one shot on target against a team that was second from bottom. Now, if that was Arteta and Arsenal, imagine the fans. Imagine the fans and the chat today if we didn't have one shot on target against Bournemouth. It would have been an absolute disgrace.
Well, second half, we didn't have a shot on target in the second half against Leicester, did we?
Well, we should have sewn it up. Lacazette should have sewn it up for us, shouldn't he?
That's what I'm trying to say. Sunday's going to be interesting, but looking at that, we are favourite. We must be favourites going to this now.
The thing is, though, I mean, going into Sunday,
pressure's on them now because they're a point behind. They have to win. Pressure's on them to win. So
let's be honest, though. I mean, you know, North London derbies, form goes out the window. I think for both teams, form goes out the window anyway. We can't go on this game because you know it's a totally different game, like we've been saying. But come Sunday, Tottenham are going to be up for it. We know that. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they play like today. I hope they do. We bloody annihilate them. But form goes out the window for me on the North London derby. It doesn't matter if they've been in good form or we've been in good form. I just think on the day, it's whoever wants it more. And hopefully Arteta, like Stan said, He's played in 7 North London derbies himself, so he knows what it means for Arsenal. Hopefully, he gets these players up and go for it. We've got a super chat here from Michael. Thank you very much for your contribution, mate. Really appreciate that. He put, would you play Pepe on Sunday and maybe leave Lacazette on the bench, play a Aubameyang through the middle, also play Torreira instead of the third centre-back as well, and have an extra man in midfield?
I'd play Pepe, but I probably would play Aubameyang as well to run at Aurier. So I would play Aubameyang wide and play Pepe wide, and possibly keep Lacazette in the middle to hold the ball up. So there we go. Maybe that front three would be good on Sunday.
Would you keep the back five still?
The only thing is you is losing Saka, isn't it? Yeah, this is difficult.
Would you keep the back five still, Claude? Would you keep the back five still?
I think it's worked. It's worked so far. I mean, yeah, I would. Yeah, so I don't know whether I'm thinking about it now. You can play the 3 and play Saka as a
number 10.
I don't know. It's a difficult one. This. I think that's why Pepe's probably not playing at the moment, because Saka's playing so well, isn't he? Yeah, it's an interesting one. He's got a decision to make, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But having said all that, we have the players that can do the business on Sunday, but they've got to do it. So that's it. What sort of reaction after dropping 2 points against Leicester? What sort of reaction there is there? That's another thing. We'll see. But I think, to me, we're favourites for this game now. Watching what I've seen today, I think we're favourites to win this game.
All right, what we'll do is then, just to finish it off quickly, everyone in the chat, let us know your team lineup, not how you think we're going to line up, your team lineup and what you think the score is going to be. Let's start with you, Claude.
Well, before today's game, I was going to go for a draw. But I got a funny feeling we're going to nick this 2-1 after watching what I've seen today.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of either. I don't think we're going to lose the game. I don't think we'll lose the game. We'll get something there. We'll definitely get something.
And what team would you put out? Not what Arteta would. What team would you put out on Sunday?
To be honest, I wouldn't change it much from the game the other night. They played really well the other night, so I wouldn't change it that much. Maybe Maitland-Niles instead of Bellerin, but apart from that, I wouldn't change it that much from it was Tuesday night, not Monday night. Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, yeah. Just before I come to you, Stan, we've just got another super chat. Sorry, mate. Stephen, he said tonight's shows the complete Mourinho effect on Spurs, destroying the club from inside. Love it being on the North London derby on Sunday. What do we think of Tottenham? I like that, Stephen. I like that, mate. Thank you very much for that.
It's positive. It's nice to see positivity. Yeah. Cheers, Stephen. I hope you're well. I know you've been through it a bit lately, and I hope you're feeling a bit better at the moment. I know he's been through a lot of these, Stephen.
Go on, Stan. Let Stan give his prediction and the team. Go on, mate.
I'm like Claude. I'm really confident that we're going to get something out of this game, and I really hope it's one of them games where Tottenham go ahead, and they're all like loving it. You know, they're ahead and they're in their stadium, and they're really all like loving it, and then we come back. And I really hope it's one of them games where we beat them right at the end, and just like totally break their spirit.
Yeah,
we keep them going right away to the end, and we come up with a winner and just totally break their spirit and just silence them. Maybe a 3-2. Because these games are a bit like a cup final, weren't they? Everyone playing out of their skin. There's a lot going on. There's usually a lot of goals. Maybe a 3-2, but I'd love them to go ahead. As for the team that I would put out, I don't think there's going to be many changes. And as much as I don't like that 5 at the back, I think it's working. And I don't think Mikel Arteta is going to change it. As for the team that I would put out, you don't even want to hear it. It's pure fantasy stuff. I mean, I've just now. My formation is a 4-4-2 with a wide diamond in the middle. I don't even want to go into any more details. It's all in my head. It's fantasy. It would probably never work in real life.
Listen,
it works on FIFA though, which you'll see when we start playing FIFA.
I'm really positive on this game, and don't forget, boys, this is the first time we're played in their stadium.
Yeah,
the first time that we're played at the new stadium. So obviously, I want to get the win. Do you know what I mean? Over them. You know what I mean? I mean, we was the first one to beat you. Do you know what I mean? And that'd be great. So, but I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. Like yourself, Dan, I wouldn't mind going behind. Letting them think that they've got this game and then just totally annihilating them with 3 goals or something like that. I'd love to see Maitland-Niles at right back. I'd love to see Holding in for David Luiz because I think he's got mistakes in him still. Like you, Stan, you know what I mean? You're sitting on the edge of your seat with these players. You know what I mean? I'd rather Holding be in there, knowing that he ain't going to give City 3 kicks away or a penalty. Yeah. But no, I think 3-1, and you can't really change your winning side, really, can you?
Only one player though that I would love to see in the team, because the last game I actually saw in the flesh before I went for a visit before I immigrated, and that was the under Emery, the 4-2 North London derby, and Lucas Torreira in that. I thought it was excellent. You could see that he kind of understood the value of the game. So I'd love to see him in the team.
Yeah. Boys, by the way, everyone, we're coming off the air in a minute, but there's Lee Gunner's got Manchester United Villa Watchalong. Go over to always very entertaining alongside.
Is that or not, Mike? Claude.
And he's on hot mic, but I don't know the hot mic. No. But he's on hot mic as well. So go over and watch Lee Gunner Watchalong. I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Always is entertaining with Chig on as well. So.
Yeah.
And shall we wrap up, boys? Because
yeah. I think that's been a great show, boys. Just want to say we've had brilliant people in the chat today. A lot of new people. All we would ask is that you could just go and hit the subscribe button on the YouTube, please. Go and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. You know what I mean? That will help us grow our channels. And on mic, use our code CBS301. And don't forget, all our merchandise is available on our website at www.claudeandthebansters.com. And over the weekend, like I said, Stan will be putting the intro out for the FIFA build the Arsenal team, is it, or something, Stan?
Yeah, the FIFA rebuild.
FIFA rebuild, that's it. And don't forget, tomorrow night, hopefully at 7 o'clock, we'll be having our Arsenal Tottenham preview with Anthony Costa from Blue. What does this in, Claude?
That one love song keeps getting in my head, mate.
We have Anthony Costa from Blue, and obviously Mr. Danny Bear. He's obviously Stephen Bear's brother, but he's an entrepreneur. He's got a load of restaurants in London, and he's soon becoming a big actor. So he's got a few movies coming out, which he'll be able to tell us about tomorrow night. And then obviously on Sunday, we've got the big game. Arsenal beat Tottenham. So, and everyone seems to be optimistic. So let's go and smash them.
Can I just say as well, if anyone is over my part of the world, North America, Canada, and you're around about 5:30 this evening, my time, which I think in the UK is about 1:30 in the morning. It's an 8-hour difference. But anyone who's in and around North America, come and check us out this evening on the Arsenal Fan Circle. Come into the chat box, have your say. We're going to be looking forward to the Tottenham game, and we're going to be looking back as well at the Leicester game.
Yeah, excellent. Send me a reminder.
What time is that, Stan?
That's going to be 5:30 my time, and I'm 8 hours behind the UK, Claude. 8 hours behind.
If I'm still up, I'll definitely have a listen.
Yeah, Claude. Cheers.
Send me a reminder, yeah?
I will tell you. Are you going to be out and about tonight, ain't you?
Yeah, I'll be out and about. So send me a reminder and I'll try and log in like I normally do.
I will do.
And Chadwick, he's just coming with another super chat quickly. He said, Claude, make a fault in the background.
Make a what?
A fault.
He's looking at that. He's looking at the green screen. I think he wants you to make like a little tent thing or something. You know?
No, I can't. No, it's because the laptop's gone.
Yeah,
Up the creek.
exactly.
So I can't wait to get another one soon.
We'll have one soon. Don't worry. We'll have it soon. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for coming over and watching us. Like we said, go over and give Lee Gunner a watch. He's doing the watching on now with Chig. Great guys. And don't forget to go and give Stan a watch if you're up at 1:30 in the morning over on the Arsenal fan circle. Until tomorrow night, everyone, thank you very much. We really appreciate you. And what is it, Claude? What is it?
It's time to go!
See you later.